morning, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, we're just watching some video from out there at Overland with the water main break.
It's a mess.
Oh, it's a good one,
Cow.
huh? I saw they called me this morning to tell me I had to start using boils in my water.
No, just boil your water.
Boil. And so we tried that route. But yeah, I got to start doing that today, I guess. So this will be fun. Turn the ice machine maker off and.
Don't you drink that boiled water?
Don't drink that boiled water.
You gotta let it cool.
Well, I've
You're gonna
trained
burn your
myself.
mouth.
You guys didn't know this? I trained myself with blistering hot coffee that I can now just pound it like it's cold.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that all about out there? I mean, we were watching the video.
I got to find the video. I didn't know there was one. I didn't know what it was
I
exactly.
can't do hot. What is that? Why is it that our skin is built differently where people can drink things that like physically harm me? What is that?
I don't know.
I think
Such
that's a PAB.
PAB?
Pardon me?
Yeah,
PAB.
makes you a PAB.
What is that? What is that?
P-word ass bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can drink anything hot.
I can't do it.
Throw me in.
me too. I make fun of my kids.
Yeah,
can't
right. I
do
make
it,
fun of
dude.
my husband. I'm like, oh, you can't get in the shower with me because it's scalding hot.
Like I want, like I'm talking like eating hot food. Like I'll eat
Yeah,
something
eat it.
straight out of out of the fire.
Oh, dude, in the shower, I go magma. I can handle that on my skin. If I didn't get out and look like I was injured in some way because I'm all red and I got scratches on me and stuff. I mean, I take a shower so hot it makes me itch.
Yeah,
if I'm in there for more than
exfoliate
3
me,
minutes.
daddy. That's what I want the water to do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to eating foods or something, I need an ice cube.
No. So let's say
Ice cube in this-
let's say you're testing out a piece of pasta.
Please put
Hell
an ice
yeah.
cube in my Lipton
I'll just
soup.
pop it in.
Me
I'll
too,
go, here we
dude.
go.
I'll burn
Yeah.
my mouth for this.
I'll say to my kids, hey, try this. And they're like, like, what are you doing, you
Yeah,
puss?
that's
Dude,
how my
that's
what I
husband
do.
is.
It's
I got
not
a
about.
method.
It's not being about. It's just like it physically burns. I can't. It hurts.
No, I know. I risk the skin coming off the roof of my
Oh.
mouth.
When I
can't
take
do
a
it.
hot bite of food, my tongue is like Bruce Lee inside my mouth, popping it from cheek to cheek, just like
Yeah,
like nunchucks. Like it does. I don't let it touch one piece of my mouth
Right.
too long
That's
until I just do that for like 45 seconds until eventually it acquiesces to my body temp.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I take another hot bite immediately, even though I didn't learn my lesson at all.
Yeah, you can't even enjoy the food.
I expect when I bite a pizza roll, it better squirt flaming hot magma
that's
on
how-
the roof of my mouth.
My daughter.
And that's how much of pigs we are. We can't even wait till these things cool down.
My daughter had her first pizza roll last night.
My uvula.
What?
Ever?
Ever. We don't ever buy that stuff. And
Tostitos?
Yeah.
Totino's.
Totino.
Totino's.
Yeah. And I come down. It's like 9 o'clock, and my son is starting up the air fryer, and he's got a Totino's bag. And he's emptying it like 30 because he doesn't know how many he's
Right.
supposed to eat. He's doing it. And I go, oh my gosh, where'd you get those? I assumed he went to the grocery store and got them himself. And Mallory's like, yeah, they asked for them. I got it. It's not that big a deal. And I was like, oh, okay. My daughter came over and she goes, what is this? Pizza roll. Let me try that. And I
Her
go,
life
whoa,
changed
whoa.
last night.
They just came out and I go, whoa, stop. You got to go slow. You got to poke a hole. There's like, if it's
You
steamy.
got to vent the corner.
There's oil. There's
Yeah.
hot oil.
If it's steamy, it's going to injure you, man.
That's awesome.
What do you pop in the air fryer?
Air fryer, yeah. I think he cleared about 18. No kidding.
Oh, man, I would have done anything in the 90s for an air fryer. We had to just put them in the microwave and hope for the best.
Yeah.
That's the
and
way
they
they
come out
were
a little
meant.
soggy.
That's how they were meant to be.
Yeah.
I bet you they're great in the
They
air
were
fryer.
meant.
They're awesome in the air fryer.
I've never had it.
Pizza rolls were meant to stuff down sadness at 1 a.m. You're supposed to sit. You're supposed to stack them. And I've said this before. Totino's doesn't even put a seal on the 40-count bag. They know who we are.
Yeah.
You're right.
Eat them all.
You're not eating
Still the
6 at a
old
time.
thin
You're eating all
plastic.
40,
All 40.
dude. And you make a little pyramid of Giza on a plate, and you put them in the microwave, and you watch it spin. And it's like you're in one of those cameras you see at a wedding reception that spins around the pyramid of
360?
pizza rolls, and you get them out, and you can see it like they're bubbling out the side. They're already half of them have exploded.
I'm also bubbling out the side, waiting, watching.
You just push
Some
the
of
top
them.
of the pyramid down, and it becomes a flat surface. And
That
then
was-
you go and you immediately.
Well, or toaster
Scald.
oven. I mean, we had toaster ovens when we were kids.
Lucky.
Well, but with the microwave, part of that is a gamble because they are so puffy and hot and whatever, and then the next one's frozen. There's still like a little
right.
ice cube.
But you
That's
eat
what,
it anyway. Why? Because
that-
you're
Yeah, dude.
a mess
That
and
was-
you don't
That's
have
like
time to
that
go
was
back.
my Hunger Games.
You're high and you're a mess. What?
Where I'm like,
Yeah.
you pop one in and you take a bite and you're like, oh, is this going to scald my uvula? And like, fire and ice. It's this dance of fire and
Those
ice.
were the microwave burritos.
Yeah, it
if you
burns.
microwave a burrito, it's hot on the ends,
Yes.
ice in the middle.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
little
yeah.
treat. Little ice
Still
cream.
frozen in the middle. Damn it.
I'm a piece
Refried
of trash, and I love it. That's the way they were
Well,
meant
how
to
old's
be.
your daughter?
She's 16.
She's never had a pizza roll.
No.
She was never over somebody's house for pizza rolls.
They don't eat pizza rolls now. They eat avocado toast. Are you kidding me?
I mean, my son eats pizza rolls.
Mine does too now.
I'm glad they're keeping it alive. That makes
keeping
me
it alive.
I
happy.
think yesterday I hooked him.
I'll get them every once in a while, man. I'll accidentally walk down that aisle and just, you kind of forget.
You accidentally?
Nostalgia.
You just kind of forget about them. I don't really get a lot of frozen food, so like when I do walk past, I'll be like, oh, there you are.
Still
youth.
there, are you?
It's like running into an ex.
They got them at Costco. I mean, and they sell the giant bags.
Oh
at
man,
Costco.
400.
Yeah.
Make them all.
But in my travels, they only sell the pepperoni ones at Costco.
Yeah, you need a combination.
Yuck.
I didn't know they made
I like
more
the
than
plain ones.
Yeah, I just want the cheese.
Plain.
This was talking about just cheese.
Yeah, just plain.
Really? That's exciting.
Plain is, I think, what we got. Here's a triple meat one.
I love when people on Pinterest
Pepperoni.
and TikTok try to dress up the pizza roll with some sort of remoulade or something.
When I watched the movie Alien, I assumed that pizza roll juice is what that alien is shooting out that melts through the floor. I go, oh, that alien's not upset. They just ate a pizza roll right out of the microwave.
Triple cheese. Yeah, they're still, apparently they come in this giant box.
Yeah,
160 rolls
160.
in a box. No, it was just this.
Oh,
piece.
man.
Look at that. 50 pizza rolls, not even trying to put a seal on it. It's just two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know that those are going to be eaten in one sitting by some
is awesome.
sad.
Slumber party.
That is for 1 o'clock in the morning. You're single. Things aren't going well. They're on a paper plate.
and the paper
wonder
plate
who
is
they're-
see-through.
I wonder who they're marketed
No
to.
one in a good relationship's buying a big
They're marketed to
100-count bag of pizza rolls. Dude.
divorced
That's-
dads
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
and teenagers.
That's exactly who.
My dad would buy the pizza roll 50-pack and then also like a thing of brownie mix so we could make brownies at like midnight. And he was a single dad and life was awesome.
Is that a divorced dad dinner?
Remember-
Just pizza rolls?
Yeah,
I think
that
so.
and the little single serve, also a Totino's product. The little single serve pizza where you flip the box inside out and it's gray, like
Yes.
it's some sort of heating tray.
Yeah, it's like aluminum.
Does nothing.
Does nothing. But
It
you
just
gotta
makes
put it
you
on.
feel
It's like
better about
it's
putting-
like a crisping tray.
Yeah, it makes you feel better about cooking a pizza in the microwave. That's what that's for. It's
That
like,
was
Well, it's like the
confusing.
it's the hot pocket pocket.
It's a
kinda,
solar
yeah.
pocket.
Like
they-
the
you flip the
okay.
box inside out and it's got the little
the
The
sleeve,
little metal thing, or
Yeah.
the fake metal.
as
the
if
sleeve inside.
But you kind of felt like you were doing something wrong because like you can't put metal into the microwave.
Listen, it's
Let me tell you
science.
something. No,
It was
it's
marketing.
not.
It was
That's my
marketing.
point. Not a scientist one worked on that project. That was somebody that was like, put a little crazy little slick looking shield on it and say it's a
Yeah.
heating sleeve. They'll eat it up.
Neil deGrasse Tyson didn't work on
No,
this.
I don't think they sent that to NASA.
I think the Schwan's Man had those little personal deep dish pizzas, dude, and like that was a single mom's game.
Those were
Schwan's Man,
awesome.
super good.
Their
Neil-
frozen foods always won.
Oh man, they
Neil-
had the thick cheese shreds on top of that.
And they had the good chicken nuggets too.
Yes,
Wherever
Yeah.
they were.
When the Schwan's man would leave
Magic
my house, I would ask him to be my dad.
I think the Schwan's Man was my father.
Hey, you gonna be my dad? Can I have some of those dreamsicles?
I had only heard of Schwann's recently.
Oh please
Yeah, me
order
too.
from them.
On the
I
show.
didn't
never
know
heard of
what
that.
the Schwann's man was.
We would have to
I've seen the
hide
trucks.
from the Schwan's Man because he would come by so regularly. I think it was on Thursdays, and we would order pretty much every time. You know, my mom would get the single cup little swirly ice creams. And one time she just stopped wanting to buy from him, and then she would make us turn all the lights off in the home and watch him from the blinds in the office.
Treat him like a Jehovah's Witness. That's
Pretty
crazy.
much.
Why he wouldn't stop coming?
I guess not. And I'm like, did you guys have like
yeah.
a thing?
Did your mom hook up with the
Did my
Schwann's
mom
guy?
bang the Schwann's guy in the truck?
Honestly,
I had a fun.
You could be Lern Schwann's. I mean,
I'm Lynn Schwann's. Welcome.
I'm going to ask my brother-in-law because he worked for him through college to help
Yeah.
put him through college. He was
Schwann's?
a driver for him.
Okay, ask him who his mom is, okay?
Okay, or who his daughter is.
Or whatever. Yeah.
honestly.
Who's my daddy?
Lauren Schwann's,
Hello, I'm Lauren Schwann's. CBS News.
That would have been a good job.
heiress to the Schwann's empire.
It's becoming a weird word.
That would have been a good job for a Jehovah's Witness to get. Your average would go way up if you showed up in a Schwann's truck and
then went, "Surprise!"
on the door and like, "Have you heard about our Lord and Savior?" But also, here's some popsicles.
You know what? That would actually be a great idea.
I know.
Like the Lord and a popsicle.
No, what you do is you walk up and then rip off your Schwann shirt and go, surprise!
Surprise!
It's Jehovah's Witness.
Have you heard the good news?
Yeah, but you could. I mean, honestly,
Are you talking the ice cream in a cup, like
Yeah.
a plastic cup?
With the little thing that peels off the top.
Yes.
Yes,
And
go.
it's like a
Little
little
paper
swirl on
tab.
the
And
top.
they had a little spoon with it. Hell yeah,
they
I'm talking
had
about
the-
that.
Spoon or like a little piece of wood?
It was like a little piece of wood, but
Oh,
it had a
yeah.
little boop, little divot where you
Yeah.
could like kind of
But
eat
was there
off
like
of
a
it.
swirl on the top?
Yes, and
Oh,
it came in
man.
strawberry and
Yeah.
chocolate
The
and
wood
caramel.
spoon.
They sold the
Oh, those are so good.
It's like a pinwheel swirl. Right?
Yeah.
It
Schwann's
came in
also
a bag, sandwich bag, or a bread bag. Sorry.
they sold the cafeteria pizza, like the big square ones. Mm-hmm. Like if you wanted cafeteria pizza at home, Schwann's had it. Still have it. I'm looking right now.
Interesting story.
still
behind
going?
this.
Yeah,
No.
Schwann's are around.
No, they changed it to yellow. They sold to a South
that's right,
Korean
last
company.
year.
Eric said, sadly, learned Schwann's no longer exists
As of November 24, they shut down the operation.
as a food delivery company. I wonder if they still sell
I'm
there.
looking on their website right now.
I saw
I
a
don't think
truck
they
the
deliver
other
anymore.
day.
Maybe it's the last.
Like
Maybe
on
not.
Manchester.
Maybe they're not taking on new customers.
Started in 52 and then sold in 2019 to CJ Sheljadang of South Korea. They changed it to yellow. Did you just curse, Scott? Wow, that's a big deal.
He's very upset.
What? Yes, I did. I cursed.
You said shoot.
I was just looking at the website. I'm excited it's here.
Oh,
What, Schwann's?
Yeah, CJ Schwann's. But yeah, Schwann's Food Service.com. It's now on the internet.
Marvin Schwann.
They went from the streets to the internet.
Marv Schwann's?
Marv Schwann's in 1952.
Good
Sold
guy.
frozen foods and home
Do
delivery.
they have
kits.
a turkey sausage and country gravy breakfast pizza?
You know what? Kayla in the chat is also talking about how she and her family hid from the Schwann's man. You know how they do these horror franchises with like all the public domain stuff, Winnie the Pooh and Mickey
Oh,
Mouse.
right,
They
right,
should
right.
do the Schwann's man being like a murderer. People are hiding from him.
People are giving by the way, their pizza rolls, I guess, recipes or things to do to them.
Sure.
Toss your pizza rolls in butter and buffalo sauce. I mean, do you need to?
Oh, boy.
Is it Super Bowl Sunday? Yes, it is.
I don't feel like you need to do that.
Why don't
No,
you live
man.
a little bit, man?
Buffalo
What
sauce.
do you mean live a little bit? They're fine the way they are.
They are, but like if we can make them better, let's go.
What
How
you
could
do
they
is
be
you
better?
store your pizza rolls in a bucket of Crisco, and then
After 20
you let them
days.
ferment for 27 days. It's like a Wagyu steak. Then you put them in a deep fryer with a Twinkie and a Snickers bar.
Somebody called it the pyramid of Greasa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they know what I'm talking about. They know I'm preaching the truth.
No, I've seen my son do that too on a plate. Just pile them high with
Oh, yeah.
one on top. I
Yep.
go, you can eat all those? He goes, yep.
Does he start with the top one? I would hope.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I watched my brother come home stoned one time and eat the whole 40-count bag of pizza rolls out of the microwave while he cooked a tombstone in the oven.
How high was he?
And
You
then
gotta
he
eat
pulled the
something while you wait.
tombstone out of the oven and took a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos and put it all over the top of the tombstone and folded it like a taco and ate the whole thing. And I
God
thought, Jesus
bless
Christ, how much did you
America.
smoke, dude? That's the highest thing I've ever seen anyone do.
It's pretty impressive.
He just held the tombstone pizza like a taco and was like crunching all the Cool Ranch Doritos
Wow.
and eating it.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he cooked it to where it wasn't fully cooked, where it's still
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
kinda
doughy.
rubbery.
Hell
And
yeah.
he just folded it.
Soft taco.
And I was
Couldn't wait.
Like, damn, brother.
Couldn't wait.
You got that purple kush or something got a hold of you tonight. man.
Wowie, wowie.
Well, Scott, boil order in Overland.
Yes.
What they're saying here is, let me see here, boil water advisory has been issued in Overland following a water main break overnight Tuesday morning. The break occurred around 2:30 a.m. Pasteur Avenue and Midland, involving a 20-inch pipe. The break caused water to gush in the streets and onto people's properties.
Oh, my gosh.
Boil water advisory issued around 5:05 is expected to be in effect for approximately 48 hours.
The nice thing is they told me at 5, and I already poured water from my fridge this morning. That I was
Water
drinking.
is okay for bathing, washing, and other non-consumable uses.
It's right by your grill.
Residents and businesses in the affected areas are advised to follow boil order instructions until further notice.
I guess we're going to
Repairs continue throughout the day.
You
go
better
buy
not
some
open
buckets
your
of water.
mouth in the shower. You need to be really careful about this.
Be careful,
okay?
buddy.
Well, that's right past Quick Trip right there.
And brushing your teeth.
That's how
you
I
need
brush
to-
my teeth. I put soap in there.
Just before the drum shop.
Oh, I know where that's, I guess it's all under construction.
Well, guys, nothing like on a hot day like it's going to be today, some boiling water. Am I right?
yeah.
Cool,
It's refreshing.
Cool, refreshing boiling water.
Hey, it freezes faster than other.
Yeah, so it's going to be another hot one today. Extreme heat warning, metro area heat advisory for pretty much everybody else, both running through 9 p.m. Thursday. So from now until 9 p.m. Thursday, we'll still have that extreme heat warning. The feels like temperature expected to reach up to 104 in the early afternoon and early evening. Actual daytime highs will be in the upper 80s, with some spots possibly reaching or topping 100 degrees. Even overnight, it's going to be 75 to 80 degrees.
I've been giving Mr. Gray, my feral cat that lives on my porch, ice baths. I've been giving him ice water. I've also been putting his tuna pops in the fridge, and that's his little evening treat, which is like a cat
That's
popsicle.
mighty nice of you.
Don't they
So
say you're
highly
not
suggest.
like if your dog's overheating or something, not to give it ice cubes or not to do that because there's some shock thing or something?
Oh, really?
that can happen?
No.
I thought it was just don't pour water on them, like cold water.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Like freezing cold water, you don't want to.
Well, they want you guys to stay safe. So stay safe by slowing down, limit or reschedule strenuous activities to the early morning or late evening. Dress light. Choose lightweight, loose, and light color clothing.
Shoot.
Now, with that being said, anybody see somebody wearing a hoodie?
Oh, yes.
Yes, actually, a person that was doing some landscaping. I also saw a man running yesterday at like 2 p.m. And I go, what are we doing here?
Well, somebody posted this on social media. Quote, to the people who wear hoodies when it's 90 degrees outside. ... Why?
Wow. Why you do that, Ron?
Maybe the office.
Well,
is
Allison
cold.
and I, we saw, it's just funny, like you guys talked about your teenage kids won't wear coats in the wintertime. But when it's 100 degrees, you see the same teenage kid wearing a hoodie pulled up around their head, walking around trying to be as cool as heck. And
Yep.
it's hilarious. It
Oh, yeah,
makes all-
my kids,
The rebels, dude.
both. I go, why you have a hoodie on? It's 900 degrees out.
Sweating's fun.
I went to
But I got shorts on.
the gym Sunday, I think, and I stopped by. There's a Hibbett on Kings Highway, like sports store, and I bought some because I blew a hole in my workout shoes. I bought some new Jordans to work
Working out too hard, huh?
Just old, just wearing old, tattered. Just had not been used enough, probably dry rot, I'm sure. And then I stopped and bought some new Jordans to work out in, and I was like, all right, I'll get these. I guess these look pretty cool. And then the kid behind the counter had on a hoodie, and it was like that was the day it was like 100 degrees, man. And there was an older woman working in there that was checking me out, and she let him go on break, and she's like, these young bloods, ignorant. Like, look at him out there in a hoodie. What's he trying to prove? And I go, you know what?
You sound just like my showmates.
I don't know. That sounds exactly like you should join our show.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
that's
it's
exactly
cold.
how we
I
feel.
mean, that we keep this room cold.
Yeah. My wife actually said, because she saw me grabbing this jacket for tomorrow, and she goes, studio cold? I mean, yesterday I was wearing a shearling in here, and people are, always giving me crap on the cameras. Cause
Well, I mean-
it's 100 degrees outside. Well, sorry, man.
I think this room is pretty well insulated, honestly, as far as keeping the heat and the cold in.
It's typically pretty cool in here, so I wear a jacket. I got 2 or 3 backup hoodies and jackets right here behind me.
But, okay, so the question was put out there to the people who wear hoodies when it's 90 degrees out, why? And some people had real answers. Some people had real answers, like they want to protect their skin, or they're more comfortable in bulky clothing because they're insecure about their body. But some other people had unique reasons, like somebody said, I always wear it. It's like a security blanket thing. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide my boobs. I'm a man.
Okay.
I don't want to get bit by bugs, especially mosquitoes. Everybody's blasting so much AC that it makes me cold. My inner thermostat is broken, and I'm literally always cold. Because I want to walk the dog without throwing a bra on every time.
Hell yeah.
Somebody wrote, it's cool, it's punk, or it's a youth street culture thing. Somebody said, my hoodies look awesome. Somebody said, I'm trying to shoplift. And then somebody wrote, I don't know, why do people wear shorts in 30-degree weather?
Good question.
Yeah. We used to, Moon and I had a buddy that was, he's a rock star. He would wear the cool leather coats no matter how hot it was. It could be 105. The guy was wearing it, and he also drank like a fish at the time, so he smelled amazing. That was
nice
a
and
good
ripe,
smelling
huh?
boy. That was stinky times.
The funny thing is, I'm thinking of like 4 people.
I know.
But when
but
you're telling the story, I'm like, who's he talking about? There's 3 or 4 of them.
I was thinking of the time at the Galaxy here in St. Louis.
Well,
when I
listen,
first
guys,
met him.
It's hot.
Yeah. He stunk.
Yes.
It's
By the
hot.
way.
Here's how hot it is. I don't know if you saw this video circulating online that shows a road buckling under the heat in Cape Girardeau.
Yes, and the car went airborne.
What?
That
Oh, yeah, look this up. It's Cape Girardeau. My cousin texted me this last night. He goes, "Is this near you?" Oh, no, but I'd be super pissed if it was my car.
It almost looked like the road had a mechanism underneath
Yeah.
it because it buckled so oddly.
So the road. So this is Cape Girardeau.
Okay, yeah. So it buckled up as if it's kind of one of those corporate speed bumps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I do.
Like it's a giant speed bump that you gotta go slower. You do catch air. Whoop!
Yeah, I mean, it happened so quick. The guy, you couldn't see.
We used to do that for fun. Try to get. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Okay, so it buckled like a mere second
right.
before he got to it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so hot.
Dude, Corolla
fun.
Airborne, two wheels, four wheels.
This guy got 4 wheels of that Corolla off the
Somehow
ground.
there's a car that's airborne and it doesn't look cool. I don't understand.
I don't know, man. It looked
Heat
pretty
can
cool
cause
to me.
roadways to expand where moisture is, has seeped in, causing it to warp gradually or suddenly. And that's
Wow. And it only did it right in front of that guy. Like the other side of the road. So it's a 4-lane road.
it must be just a seam.
And it just did it from the yellow line to the curb.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was Cape Girardeau. That's how hot it is.
That's pretty cool.
And if you're looking for an ice cold beverage to cool yourself down, guys, the warmer summer heat has supposedly inspired a new trend of fancy ice. That's right, fancy ice.
Go on.
We have a ice cube. It's the Death Star. We have Death Star ice cubes. That's
Well,
fancy
ice
in
at
my house.
trendy bars and restaurants and private parties. Here's a chef talking about the trend. What a racket this is. You got to be kidding me.
I think that it's two-part. One, our mixologist wanting to elevate the cocktail game, but another is really the low and slow alcohol movement. So we've got some great ideas that can be added. You can add a bit of sparkling water, but still elevates your entertaining game.
Just an excuse to charge you more.
I was out the minute she said mixologist. I was out on whatever came after that.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of like an ice person. Like Sonic Ice is the best ice.
What's that?
Oh,
like
that's
the little
all
pebble
rabbit,
ice.
the rabbit poop pellets.
Oh,
it's like
Sonic.
soft.
Oh, Lion's
Dude,
Choice.
I was so
Lion's Choice, yeah.
Oh, okay. We don't talk about Sonic.
I was torn if I was going to talk about this, but I'm gonna since it came up.
Bring it out, Queen.
Had a comedy show this weekend,
Yeah.
and bartender in the room situation where like the seats, and then there's a bartender in the back of the room waiting on people. Comedy show. Just so the bartender clearly didn't want to be there and was so aggressive making drinks that it was commented on by every comedian. The audience would turn around because they were trying so hard to like be the mixologist star of the show that it was just pissing me off. Like to
Well,
the point
how
that
is-
they were like,
Oh, okay.
kink, 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 kink. And I'm like, you don't have to shake it. It's cold. You don't have to shake it that much. And even just like taking the bottles out of the rail, because I tended bar for a while. For a long, yeah, everything's like clink, clink,
Keep
clink, clink.
telling your story, Ray.
And like, yes, slamming them down in the rail, making a bunch
Okay,
of noise,
all
and
right.
I'm like, yes, that's what it felt like while you were trying. And you're like, comedy's a spoken word. You can't do anything about it. Even like she was cleaning glasses and being like, clink, clink.
So it was
Just
almost
clanking-
it was on purpose.
It felt very aggressive, where I'm just like, and the show was sold out. They had to make a ton of money because they were the only bartender, and people were ordering like $8 to $10. I'm like, if everyone tipped you $10, you made $600.
Was this a situation where it's most people getting beers, most people getting mixed drinks?
Some people were getting mixed drinks, and I get it. You got to mix them up. You got to use the shaker. But the length of time she was shaking a drink,
It was too much.
So it was like 45 seconds.
What if she was deaf?
She wasn't.
You know that for a fact?
I talked to her, so yeah, from across the room.
A lip reader.
No,
a
she
deaf
had to-
bartender
she
would
had-
be pretty. That's pretty tough.
I think it'd be kind of peaceful. You don't have to deal with a-holes all the time.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm just going to make you whatever I think you want.
Yeah, but for the patron, that's tough.
Right.
That's tough.
It was pretty egregious. Where I'm just like, okay,
She would know when to cut you off.
I hate especially when it's like a deep bar. When a bartender's like, there's a ton of people. There's a time to cut your presentation back for the sake of expediency.
Yeah,
and it annoys me when people don't do
Thank
like,
you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and I've been to like the bars where they throw the bottles up.
Yeah,
where it's
we
like
don't-
four
yeah.
people deep, and the guy's like, "Whee," throwing it way up in the air, and I go, "Hey man, maybe don't juggle and just make me a rum and coke.
All right.
You can juggle later.
I don't need flair.
Yeah, we can kill the flair. That's my point. Is like read the room, kill the flair, make the drink and make it good, but at the same time,
we don't need a show. We already got a show.
Yeah, and that's a person who calls himself a mixologist. There's a person doing that's like, I'm actually the star of this show, and I'm like, well, you are now, whether we like it or not. To the point that people were turning around like, is she serious? Like it started, the comedian, the headliner commented on it, and then
you're here for support. You are not.
And then I think she pushed back, and it got worse.
Oh, really?
And he goes, "Hey, who's ordering drinks that need to be shaken for 37 minutes straight?" He's like, "Was that a specific drink that you have to? If you shake it for 36 minutes, it won't taste right." And then it was
Shots
just
fired,
then it became
dude.
shot. Then it was like
Shots
now
fired.
it's on.
and then it was like
now I'm going to
missile
show
system.
him.
There was missiles coming from the stage and the bar the whole rest of the show, and I was just like, well,
Dude, that flair thing is always so funny because it's like, are they increasing tips by doing all that?
I guarantee it hurt her tips because the audience was annoyed.
Well, yeah, especially if you're
But yeah, I don't know.
in a war in front of
I think
public.
maybe, yeah, there's probably people that appreciate it.
Dude, I told you.
appreciate
I understand. You know, if you go to where's that place down by 1111 Mississippi? Oh, Planter's House.
Yeah, Planter's has a great cocktail bar.
Great cocktails. Okay, it's a cocktail bar. Where I'm sure the quote unquote mixologists who are making the drinks, they put a little flair into it. It's part of the thing.
A
They have
little
bow
bit of
ties and
flair.
that little thing wrapped around their arm. The little,
You remember the time?
they're wearing white shirts, but they have those things around
Yeah.
their elbows and they have the bow tie. Like those guys, you have to.
That's a little. You got to have a little show.
Yeah, but that's a little flair. You remember the time I told you about the
Yes, with the lighting things on fire.
dude, this guy,
I don't need my
Rafe,
shots lit on
this
fire.
is like
I do.
quintessential too much flair. This guy, he was-
from flare to flames.
they were big fans of the band, and it was an after party, or just after the show, and we're at this place, and it's a good sized place, kind of like you remember how Rue used to be back in the
Rue 21,
right,
or whatever it was.
kind of like that kind of vibe, right? He was a big fan, and he was like flaring hard, right? I mean, just going at it. And then he was like, "Hey, you want to see the best trick?" And we're like, "Sure, man." And he blows fire. He, sucks down whatever tequila
like
or
Gene
something.
Simmons, Everclear.
He's blowing
you know.
fire, and we're like, "Wow, this is amazing!" And then he's throwing stuff and he's spinning bottles while he's doing it. And of course, the night goes on, and everybody is pretty intoxicated, and that's when the flair seems to be real fun. Like, Tommy, do it again.
Okay, and you know what it is? You're entertaining drunk people.
You're entertaining drunk
Hell
people,
yeah.
but he
You're
was
entertaining drunk people.
Sure.
he was all in. He was the ringleader. He was the circus performer at this point. But he had been throwing these napkins and doing all this stuff. And at the top of the bar wasn't the ceiling. The ceiling was a few feet above it. And we're like, one more time. Our bass player, I remember he goes, dude, do it one more time. this guy, I mean, he takes the biggest old, just full face of this whatever spray stuff. And he goes, and blows the biggest dragon fireball you ever seen up.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, dude. Whoa, I think there's some lights flickering right above the bar up on the top where all the napkins landed and are now on fire. Yeah, burned the bar down. Dude, fire department,
Dang.
fire extinguishers. I was in the room, everybody screaming and running out. This place was on fire in 5 minutes. The whole thing was on fire.
Did the sprinklers go off?
I don't remember, but I do remember that was my first time being in an enclosed area where a fire extinguisher
yeah.
was.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
And it kills you. It just
Oh, it sucks the oxygen out.
Did
Did he suck the fire extinguisher into his mouth first? And
Watch this.
No, it feels like death because there was so much crap up there. Probably 20 years of dust.
Oh, yeah.
And asbestos.
And it just instantly caught on fire and spread all
this
the way
makes
down
me
the
happy
thing.
to hear.
It was
I miss that place.
It was gnarly. And what do? We're hammered and we got bus call in 2 hours or something. We go out and the whole bar, there's 400 people now in this grass and there's fire department after fire department showing up and we're like,
All right.
I think the bus is that way.
We'll see ya.
Just
Left.
see you later.
Hey, well, it was not your fault.
Good
Great
job,
sushi
dude.
at that place back in the day. Remember they had the sushi bar?
Oh, Rue. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was not Rue. This
Oh, I'm
was
sorry.
someplace in Carolina.
They didn't burn down Rue.
I thought that's how it ended.
I don't even remember what city this was
I don't
in.
have a
R.I.P.
problem with if that is all that's going on and that's part of the show, cool. If that's the thing, is everyone came here to watch these bartenders juggle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine. Cool, do that. You're the entertainment. But if you're working and there's separate entertainment happening that people came to see, that people bought tickets to see, chill out. And
Was this
just
a younger person?
No.
What does that guy do?
So they should know better.
Yes.
Have you?
Did somebody say
This
something?
person was straight out of Central Casting.
Did somebody say something? Did the headliner say anything to the
Everybody commented on it. Every comedian commented on it. Audience members were like, "What is up?" Like it was.
Management never said anything?
Yeah,
Wasn't there.
Management wasn't there?
Well, they weren't up. They weren't where the show was happening. It wasn't like it was manageable. It was just something that was annoying. I saw that. That's what happened at the David Allan Coe show. I saw at House of Blues. Like it was a dude with like frosted tips who kept throwing bottles up in the air because the stage is behind the bar at the House of Blues or the old one. I think out there
I've never been.
at Ameristar or whatever. So the stage is behind the bar.
yes.
And David Allan Coe played, and this dude kept throwing bottles up, and it was like right up in front of him.
Oh yeah,
While he was already.
The stage is on top of the bar.
Yeah, dude. And this guy, and it was like 3 deep.
Bottleneck Blues Bar.
Bottleneck Blues Bar. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Not House of Blues. I don't mean to besmirch the name of a corporation. And he kept throwing these bottles up, man. And David Allan Coe was watching him come up and go down, and he was like singing all these like heartfelt country songs, and he watched the bottle fly up and go down, and he just kept looking down at the guy. And the guy was just being annoying. And it was like everyone was waiting for drinks. I'm like, hey, brother, you're 3 deep, man. Less juggling, more rum and... I was drinking at the time, so I was like, more rum and coking. You know what I mean? Like, hook me up. I'm trying...
That's not Bottleneck either. Bottleneck is Ameristar. You're thinking of the place...
That's where I was. It was Ameristar, I think.
What, do you walk in the bar, the stage is above the bar?
Yeah. It's gone through like 7 different
Yeah, it
names.
used to be Boogie Nights at Hollywood
Boogie Nights.
Casino.
Yeah, but it's not...
What is it now?
It's not Bottleneck.
Was
Bottleneck is
it
an
like
Ameristar.
Rise? It was Rise for a
Yeah,
little bit?
it was Home maybe for a minute, or Home is the dance club next to it.
Well, I'll tell you what they
That's
should
the
have
place
called
where
it
we
that
almost
night.
got in a radio fight.
Yes.
Well, they should have called it Pandemonium because about 4 songs
I
in,
got a call from the police that night.
2 guys got in a fight at the bar because they were waiting so long for this dude they got in a fight over who was next, got into a shoving match. And David Allan Coe turned around and said something to the band 4 songs in, and then he just turned around and he goes, "My name's David." He's like, in the middle of the song, he's like, "You guys aren't even listening right now." And I was like, uh-oh. David Allan Coe's getting mad up there. And then he's like talking about a song. He's like, I wrote this song in 1971, and Johnny Paycheck recorded it, and they said he was a hero. And I said, F him, I'm the one that wrote it. And then he's saying, take this job and shove it. And when he turned around, he goes, "My name's David Allan Coe, and you can all go F yourselves." And he kicked the microphone off the stage, and it broke a bunch of bottles like down in the bartender was like, ah! He's like in the middle of throwing a bottle up, it busted on the ground, and then they all just started unplugging stuff. And it was like people were rioting. It was 4 songs into a sold-out concert, and I was like,
the crew, they've been through this before. This
has happened before.
Here he goes.
He has kicked the footlights out a few times, and like the crew's like, "We got a code red," and it's like they started unplugging, and they're already like wrapping cords up.
They know.
And me and my friend were like, "Dude, we're going backstage." It is so everyone is discombobulated, and we just like walked backstage, and I just started unplugging stuff and pushing boxes around. I was like, "We're gonna meet David Allan Coe," and somebody's like, "Who are you guys?" We're like, "Oh, we work for Mike. We did the old Mike trick," and he goes,
Nice.
"Oh, all right." And then a few minutes later, somebody's like, "Who are you guys?" We're like, "Oh, we're here with Mike." He goes, "I'm Mike." And I was like, "I guess we're out of here."
No, the other Mike.
Oh, you can just say local
Microphone,
crew.
sorry.
We're a local crew.
Yeah, we're union.
Local crew.
I went with the old "I'm with Mike." There's always a Mike on staff.
Well, 314 says, I bartend at the factory, and during comedy shows, we always try to not shake long, and our guests have made comments on how nice it is.
It is
and
nice.
we usually get higher tips.
That's
for
so
you.
funny.
That's and you will get higher tips.
I sat right next to the bar at the last factory show, comedy show. Went to a Kelly Mano show, right?
Yeah.
And we were right there on stage, right bar. And the bartenders never heard a peep from them.
Yeah, good.
Never heard anything prep-wise, mix-wise, nothing. But what I did hear is the drunk a-holes in line going, just because they think they're in front of the bar. Now they're not at the show, and they can start chirping and cackling between themselves. And it ruined that whole part of the show. It had nothing to do with the bar staff. It had to do with the people that were ordering.
Yeah.
Shut up. You're still right here within 5 feet of us.
Yep. Well, good for you. That's the way you should do it. You'll make more money that way. Like if the show's good, people are having a good time, that's when you're going to make your money. And as long as you get the drink fast and you keep them flowing, you're good.
We don't need a show. We already got a show. Well, my ticket is for what's on stage.
And I get it when you go to places like Planner's House or somewhere like that, where that's part of the experience is like the presentation and all that. But there's probably not anything else going on in there either.
No, that's what you go for.
Right.
314. OMG, I was bartending at the bar by you. I cannot believe I didn't see you. That's the same guy at the factory.
Oh, yeah. I was right there on the edge. And that was the only comment I had on the whole thing because I freaking love the factory, man. I love
I
the
do
staff.
too.
Still have not been, guys.
You're gonna enjoy
I'm
it.
holding out.
They were great to me. I didn't have the right type of ticket, and they fixed it, and like it was, dude.
I
just the
want my
best over
first show to be memorable, and it's going to be David Lee Roth.
Yes.
And it's going to
man.
be.
I'll tell you all about
I'm going to tell you guys all about it because it's going to be great. Speaking of shows, I don't know if you guys saw this. Me, we're talking about festivals yesterday.
Yeah.
Headline: 145 people report being pricked with syringes at French Music Festival.
Oh, no. I worry about this. Somebody just coming up to you and putting like a blotter acid on you or pricking you with little drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, drugs. I worry about.
Disease.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah, somebody trying to like do something more nefarious than that.
Well, that was my first thought. Was like, oh my god, it's somebody with like HIV, just like
Well, you remember the thing, the payphone thing. Remember that?
what payphone thing?
Oh, this wasn't. I think this is while
Was
the
this
show
an
was
urban
going on.
legend?
No.
What
Is
payphone
it?
thing?
Like you know the change. Like when there used to be payphones still around.
Yeah.
What was the normal habit if you
You
were
just put
passing?
your finger
Yeah,
in
you
the
stick-
thing.
Yeah, to see if there's a dime in there or a quarter. or
quarter.
something like that. And somebody put like a little needle in there. And,
I never heard of this.
Oh, come on.
Did we
man.
talk about this?
I think some guy died or something.
Are you sure, or is this an urban legend?
Death by phone
This
booth.
might be in my imagination. I don't know. I'm kind of mixing
this
up
a
little
movie?
phony.
Because
kinda
I
mixing
remember
up my head movies.
Did you
and-
call it phony, Scott?
I thought
I remember the urban legend of somebody, getting pricked with a needle and getting sick. I remember that. And then everybody was like, in the 90s.
It
That
was it the
wasn't a
90s?
thing. Couldn't have been a thing. But have you ever heard of somebody walking by you and put a little blotter acid paper on you? Holy crow.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that. But again, is that an urban?
I don't know.
It's like the razor blades and the candy.
Yes.
Well, that's how Homeboy used to. Remember the Richard the Iceman? You ever seen that documentary about the hitman for the mob, Richard Kunkler or whatever his name was?
No.
What's his name? Played him in a movie. The real creepy dude that was General Zod.
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Shannon. He would when he had to take people out, he'd go to a dance club and dress up like, his words, not mine. He's like, I'd dress up like a gay. And then he's like, I'd dance around on the dance floor and then I'd get behind him and just stick a syringe in him and put bleach or something in them and they'd have a heart attack right there on the dance floor. He would kill people with syringes and stuff.
Well, there was a story, and this is true, of people taping razor blades at playgrounds.
let's not.
That sounds urban legendy.
No,
Yeah,
that's
this says it's an urban legend.
look up razor blades at playgrounds. I think that is a true story. I want to say, I'm going to throw a state out there. Sounds very Ohio. Anyway, but this is true. This is a true story.
Okay.
The phone booth thing is a urban myth.
Legend. Look up razor blades at playgrounds. But this one, this actually happened at a music fest in France. Huge street music festival with people all over the country that come out to this thing to celebrate. Apparently, 145 people reported being pricked with syringes while they were enjoying the festival. So imagine you're out listening to music and suddenly you feel a sharp poke. And it wasn't just in one city either. Reports came in from all over France with at least 13 different incidents just in Paris. And police have already detained 12 suspects who they think were involved. In one town, they think 4 people targeted about 50 victims alone.
With what?
Well, some of the people who got pricked, are going in for tests, obviously.
Yeah.
Just to make sure nothing dangerous was
But
injected.
they got 12 people and they haven't beat it out of them yet? Like exactly what they're trying to do?
The authorities have not confirmed that the syringes actually contained any drugs like GHB or Rohypnol. But there were social media posts before the festival encouraging people to target women, which is super disturbing.
The razor blade thing. I'm seeing if that's an urban legend. March 24th, 2014.
Yeah.
A 2-year-old child received minor injuries while playing in an Illinois public playground.
No.
And here are the
Too
pictures.
close.
And wow, they didn't really try to hide them, did they?
Oh.
Oh, that's so sad. His
Man.
little baby hand.
Yeah, see?
Just gluing them on.
They're gluing them on
every
like the jungle,
pole.
like
Oh my
the monkey
God.
bars.
People are evil. A sweet little baby hand.
I know.
Oh, bloody.
But this out in France happened. True story.
Golly.
True story.
They don't know who. They haven't released who or why. Or
So they took 12 of them.
They took 12 suspects into custody. Again, they're checking to see if these syringes contained anything, targeting women.
Man, well, I guess targeting women. I was gonna say it's a surprise that somebody didn't get their butt kicked, because I feel like people are. Well, at least, I mean, I feel like a lot of us are just kind of ready, and if somebody does something weird enough in a public thing, you're kind of like on high alert already.
Yeah, but if you're in a crowd, I mean, you've all been in crowds.
Yeah.
As far as that, especially at music festivals, and you may not even feel it. Like,
If somebody out and out pinches me, I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, what yo, what was that?"
If I go, sorry, and then just keep walking.
I'm gonna go, no, sorry. What do you mean, sorry? Come over here. What did you do? Why am I now dripping blood from this pinch wound?
I mean, a little prick, like.
No way. You're not gonna sorry and walk away from me, buddy. Come here, you in the blues hat. Get over here.
Get out of here! No,
Hey, get that guy.
no! And I disappear into I take my hat off and disappear into the crowd.
Oh,
jeez.
Gone, poof, gone. How about this one out of Florida? Group of 20 kayakers out on a canal in Polk County, just enjoying their day. Hot Florida afternoon. Among the kayakers, a woman named Kristin Salvador, who's 64 years old. She's with her husband, Philip. Everything was going fine until she noticed something bump her paddle near a spot called Tiger Creek. Suddenly, her kayak flips over.
It was a tiger, wasn't it?
Suddenly, the kayak flips over.
gator.
Yep. Next thing you know, alligator clamped on her arm.
OMG.
Damn
She
alligator.
starts yelling, "There's a
Damn.
gator on my arm!"
Damn alligator bit my hand off.
Well, they call it.
Chubbs.
They called it. Her arm was nearly severed.
Well, they
So
did the death roll, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's wild.
So this alligator's clamped on her arm, literally tearing her arm off and rolling.
Yeah.
Philip, the husband, sees what's happening, manages to pull Kristin onto their overturned kayak. Her arm's still underwater, gator still attached to it. Things got even more intense when another kayaker rushed over for help, and then the gator grabbed onto him,
Golly.
tore into his life jacket, pulled him under the water, starts rolling. This guy ain't giving up, though. And it moved straight out of a movie. Jabbed his fingers into the alligator's eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Say what? But I tore one of them bastards' eyes out? Like, I mean, they're living Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
He tried to take a hand.
Was this a man named Chubbs?
Yeah, dude, the gator tried to
Chubbs
take a
Peterson?
hand,
Chubbs Peterson, yeah, that's right.
and he tried to take his eye.
Guy jabbed his fingers into the alligator's eyes and took off his life vest, did the trick. Gator swims off, dragging the vest with it. Alligator was over 8 feet long.
Damn.
8 foot long alligator.
It's a big belt.
Now,
Dude, if she's got a wooden hand and it's clinking a glass jar with an eye in it,
she had to be taken to the hospital, airlifted. Doctors treated her for a nearly severed arm. They said it was just hanging on. Like a couple like tendons just.
Gross.
treating is finishing the job.
Now, will there
right?
be
Like,
any
how do you-
scarring left?
How do you put that back on?
She's expected to need several reconstructive surgeries.
Oh, wow. So it was salvageable?
Yeah, I guess so. But
Wow.
maybe not. I mean, the arm's not going to be fully functional, I'm assuming.
Damn, dude.
I saw that
Terrifying.
whenever you get bit by a gator or any of that, you should expect the roll and you go with it instead of trying to resist it. And that also helps prevent deeper cuts and all that.
Oh,
and you can,
God.
How were they? Were they just friends? The guy and the gal?
The husband.
Husband. Well, then another kayaker came over. So the husband didn't jab the eyes. The husband tended to the wife. Another kayaker tried to help, and the gator grabbed onto him, and that's when he in the
Good
eyes.
thing-
What a brave person.
But the guy's a big Three Stooges fans.
Well, experts think the gator might have been a mom protecting her babies.
Thinking about when Jim Carrey fought the crocodile in Ace Ventura. Where he had him in like the full Nelson. He's like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. It's like that guy got in there and just took it to the gator. That gator had to go back and tell his friends. Be like, whoa, what happened to you, dude?
Apparently, a female gator can get really defensive if they feel their young are being threatened, and which makes sense. A group of 20 kayakers would definitely seem like a threat to the gator. And I hate that they do this. They kill the gator.
I know.
Why?
So now the baby gators don't have a mom.
Well, you know what they're going to say? Because it's got a taste of man flesh. Once it gets
But honestly, is that the excuse?
That is why, yeah. I used to watch Dave Attell's Insomniac. Do you remember that show?
Oh, yeah.
And he went out with like the Gator Control Cruise because he'd go out to do these weird jobs and get drunk all night after he'd do comedy shows. That was basically the premise of the show. And that's what they said on there was like once a gator or like once they start engaging with the public and attacking the public, it'll continue. Like they've become too, it's like when bears get too used to coming into like neighborhoods and stuff like that. They're like once they get humanized and they're ready to, they don't avoid humans anymore. They become like,
yeah, but this is a gator that clearly felt threatened, or her baby gators were threatened, and
we don't know that for a fact. Did you ask it?
It's dead now. You can't.
Maybe he
What do
already.
they do with the baby gators?
sucks. They found baby gators, or is this a
Experts think.
They're just guessing.
Oh, expert.
Well, hopefully the babies weren't real, and it sucks. So I agree with you. Like you're in their environment.
That's what I always think.
We're in their ecosystem, and then we kill them.
We're in their house, and I'm just a gator, being a gator,
Right.
Yeah,
doing
and
my
that's
thing.
fine.
Like I'm just swimming along, everything's all right.
yeah?
My babies are here, and then a bunch of kayakers comes in. They come in. I feel threatened. I'm a gator. I'm a gator. I do gator things.
This is a Gator Saturday.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I don't like it, and listen. I'm not some crazy.
Well, if it was your wife, though.
Kill a gator. I don't care.
I mean, if you're killing it with your bare hands and you're gouging its eyes out, I'm fine with that. That's defense in the moment,
Right.
But then, like, to kill it afterwards. I mean, it sucks what happens
That's
to
what
the
it is.
woman.
The afterwards, like, hey,
Right.
Dude,
the gator let go, swam off. That should be the end of it.
Right.
yeah, they better let her get the skin and all that stuff so they can make really cool boots to remember this
Yeah.
moment.
Oh,
luggage.
yeah. Yeah,
You
you
should
know
make
what?
her prosthetic arm out of making gator skin.
Dang.
Don't waste it.
Wear those teeth, too, around your neck. You
You're
showed
right.
who's boss.
You're right, man. Make good use.
No, and 618 on the
Wasted.
texter says it sounds like Harambe. I think that's a different story because Harambe,
Yeah.
Rest in
the
peace.
kid, R.I.P. Harambe,
Never
the
forget.
kid got into the gorilla enclosure
Right.
You know.
And was possibly going to attack
and was going
the
to
child.
was going to kill the kid, possibly.
Possibly.
You saw how sweetly he was moving the kid around. He's just gently.
I
This
still have
is-
not watched that video. I
You
can't.
haven't?
No. I just can't do
what
it.
side are you
They don't
on?
show
as of
it.
now?
Are you on Harambe's side or the?
I am an animal advocate, as you know, but I'm also like a child advocate. I
The
don't
video will
want the
most
baby
likely
to
change
get,
your mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I haven't watched that. I have no
No, it's a
opinion.
tragic story, and
Yeah.
I think Harambe was trying to help the kid.
You seen the video recently?
I've seen it.
He helps.
that
in an odd
Harambe's
way.
pretty aggressive.
Well, you know, wanted the kid to have a memorable experience. He was just
Well,
giving him a
good for
ride.
you.
He looked like an uncle pulling the kid through the pool.
Who knew he had limited time?
Was it It was a 3-year-old kid.
He's a little kid. Yeah,
little
I would
kid.
say 3 or 4.
What happened to the parents that let their child fall into?
I know.
He knew he had limited time. Like, quick, let's get over to this side of the
This was
enclosure
out-
before they shoot us.
They put the
This
parents
was
in.
out in the Florida swamps,
The
Yeah.
Everglades?
wherever in Polk County, some creek. It's where the gators live.
Well, I've been to the Everglades and done like a fan boat where they feed gators
There's
and whatnot.
Harambe.
That'd be cool.
I'm not watching this.
No, you don't see. I mean, you don't see Harambe.
Yeah, you
now.
don't see any-
They
there's
don't.
no
They don't
violence.
show you
Except
shooting
for-
Harambe.
You know, except for the kid getting.
Changing the diaper.
But look
here.
how big
Ragdolled.
Look how big that thing is. It's crazy.
grabbing it.
Oh, don't give him a wedgie.
Did he poop his pants? No, looks
No,
good.
no.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go for a ride. I mean, I've done that with my niece and nephews.
Yeah.
That's a bulldozer,
Not
though.
quite at that speed.
Well, Harambe was just like, all right, who wants to get in the pool?
Yeah.
It sucks. That's different for several reasons. One, animals there being held captive against its will already. You put it in an enclosure, the animal's got to be like, what do you want from me, man? Like, you guys put me in.
Confusing.
Let me go. If I was in the forest, this kid wouldn't be out there. So there
Yeah,
was
but you
like,
understand this one. It's like, all right, you got to shoot the Harambe to get the kid out.
you got to preserve human life.
In this one, the gator swims off.
Yeah, now you have to
Woman
make an
goes to the
effort.
hospital.
Right.
Now we're hunting the gator down.
You got to make an effort to go
But
find the thing.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you, but I'm also like, if 2 weeks later, gator attacks second human,
Right.
Department of Health and Human Resources is going to be under fire for not. Why did you let this? You knew this gator attacked people. Why did you let it?
Yeah, you can't let that stand.
So it's like
it's the Jaws thing.
Because it's a gator.
Well, and also
I agree.
put a warning out. And if you are out there kayaking while this is happening, that's kind of on you. Like, if I
agree.
heard about an alligator attack, I would not be kayaking in
I
that
would
area.
assume there's gators. When I moved to Florida, I'm going to
Everywhere.
assume there are gators everywhere.
There
That's-
are gators
That's
everywhere.
the joke of it. So if they went back, whoever was assigned to go back and kill the thing looks around for 20 minutes and goes, God, man, how are we supposed to tell which one is which? I
Right.
don't know. Like, what are we looking for? An injured eye?
You gonna
All right.
ask?
You know what? Oh, look,
Which
a
one of
gator.
you got? Hey,
where's Terry?
Which one of you gators attacked somebody?
Yeah, let's kill
Earlier
it.
today.
Let's kill it. Let's bag it and let's move on.
Good enough.
All right.
There's. Did you guys watch Florida Man on HBO?
Yeah.
With the guy that just went out
Yeah.
in the swamp in the middle of the night. What was he high on?
PCP.
PCP?
What's
I don't know,
PCP?
but he got his arm ripped off.
Sugar?
He just decided. That's how I feel. I would never swim in Florida. You'd never catch me swimming in Florida because, like, he's like, the water looks so cool and the stars were out, and I went out in the middle and I was just floating, looking at the stars, and then something bumped me, and I was like, uh-oh. I bet there's alligators in here, and then the alligator just like tore his ass up.
Dude, a gator took a kid at Disney
Right.
Yeah. On the shore of the resort.
Oh,
About that.
on the shore of the resort. Yeah.
I told you our first warp tour down there.
was it one of the gators from
Peter Pan.
The Rescuers?
Yeah, right. I told you the first warp tour we did down there. It was like at a park, just like a big kind of park, and where they put the buses and all that, and where we'd have the after party after the show shut down there was a big old pond, and it's dark, and everybody's getting silly, and this guy was like, "Yo, $50, I'll jump in this thing," and sure enough, we come up with $50 in 3 seconds flat, and this dude jumped in, and you could see him start swimming out, and at night you can see their eyes out on the water, so you can see their eyes going
Right.
around, and you can't tell how big they are. You just see two eyes, and there's a couple dozen sets of eyes across this whole pond, and this guy's swimming, and we're all like, no way, he's doing
out.
it. And then he gets out to about probably 30 something feet off the coast, like pretty good spot, and all of a sudden the eyes go boop, and disappear, and that's what everybody just goes, oh my God,
Well-
get back.
Yeah,
There's an
man.
alligator at my uncle's funeral back in January. We went down to Florida to have a celebration of life and military graveyard down there, and all of a sudden there's an alligator just walking through the graveyard.
Check out the
I
videos
thought it
from
was
those
part
golf
of the
courses.
funeral for a second. I go, well, that's cool.
That's
I mean, what
pretty cool.
about-
He's like wearing full Marine dress blues, and the alligator like salutes your uncle as he goes in the ground, and then they put him back in the swamp.
All right, so they asked the woman who got attacked, like, all right, what's the gator look like? And they got to bring a sketch artist in.
I want to know where the gator's
They're like,
at.
could you draw the gator? Oh, sorry.
Kind of rougher.
Someone in the email said we can always count on our listeners to make reasonable arguments and not to pivot to anything insane. He said, now the baby gators are effed. Also, why don't we put down people who partake in cannibalism? They get to go to jail. Thank you for such
Good
an
point.
astute.
Good
Why didn't
point.
we pivot to an insane argument like
Listen,
that?
cannibalism is a problem. We know
Yeah.
that.
It's
Yeah.
on the back roads.
Thank you for that. That is not in any way a false equivalency. That is completely reasonable argument that we can always count on our listeners to make.
We see the comparison.
Listen, we don't condone cannibalism on this show. We know that.
Yep.
Yesterday, I picked my daughter up from cheer, and we talked about the hot air balloon accident yesterday.
Yeah.
And I looked at her yesterday, and I just wanted to see what the reaction was. I said, "Hey, honey, you gotta promise me, you will never go on a hot air balloon." I'm like, I'm not gonna waver on this. Please promise me right now, we're not gonna go on a hot air balloon. And she said, "Dad, what the hell are you talking about?
What is this?
No promises.
What is-
What the hell's a hot air balloon?
Are
do you
you
think this is?
insane?
You think
And
this
why
is
are we having this
1912?
conversation right now?"
I have a phone where I can do anything. Why would I need to get on a hot air balloon?
Finally, before we hit the break, speaking of nightmares, so we talked about getting our arms ripped off. We talked about being pricked with needles at music festivals. We talked about hot air balloon tragedies.
Yeah.
A new study in England found people who have a lot of nightmares Does anybody have a lot of nightmares here?
Just the current one we're all living.
I've had a few recently.
Do you? I mean, Rafe, do you? I mean, do you have a lot of nightmares?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I live them.
Like, no, for real. Like,
Yes, I have a lot of
you do?
nightmares.
Okay.
Yes, I actually have nightmares. When you were talking about the syringe thing, I have a nightmare where like a black shadow person is chasing me and I'm trying to evade them and they come at me with a syringe and at the end of my nightmare they always stick it in me and push it in me. And I don't know what it is and I wake up.
Like an air bubble.
Like they're trying to kill me with a...
Joseph, you want to?
I got all kinds of crazy nightmares.
Is it Dr. Fauci?
Joseph, you want to? You want to weigh in on this? The Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Oh, me and my, yes, I am Joseph.
That's just one.
Yeah, well, you know, I think you're just not wanting to get stabbed by anything in life, you know, and I feel like you need to start going back to therapy. I don't know.
Oh, so you
know what? I don't want to be stabbed. You're good.
I didn't know we were dream interpreting.
You're good.
Oh, okay,
That's what
let
I
me
said.
get my.
I
Let me
was
get
caught
my.
off guard.
I
Let
want to
me
get the Technicolor
let me
Dreamcoat out.
look up. Let me go to my dream book.
Hey,
Yeah, I have nightmares.
So what is it? You are. Okay, let me ask you a
being
couple
chased
questions
by
here.
a shadow person that kind of looks like. You remember the movie Dark Man?
What are you wearing?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, kind of like he's just like a dark shadow with like a
Like
almost-
a fedora on?
Yeah, almost like he's got like Carmen Sandiego coat and hat on.
A fedora
Yeah,
and
it's
a
like
dream.
very, very stereotypical.
is it Bruno Mars? Like,
But it's like a black shadow. You
Child
can't-
of the
you
80s.
never-
No, you
never
know,
in the light.
Dark Man.
Yeah.
It was a Liam Neeson.
And
movie.
he was wearing a fedora.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you questions here. Because I'm going to interpret this dream.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm feeling where this is. Might head.
You don't know.
I know you're going to give us some thought.
You don't know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to the book.
Okay, go to the book.
My dream interpretation book.
Great.
Okay, what were you wearing?
Probably a black V-neck and some sort of gray pant.
the daily uniform.
Mike V-neck. Did you have all your teeth?
No, you know what? I was. Yes, I did have all
Yeah,
my
all your
teeth.
teeth. No, these are in
That's
your
important.
dream.
That's important.
In this dream, I had my teeth. Yes.
All teeth.
Is the same setting or house involved every time?
Yeah.
No, I'm usually running through a streetscape.
Running. Urban. An urban.
At times, yes, an urban streetscape. Sometimes it's like the quintessential like
You're running.
warehouse with like wooden boxes everywhere, like
I
the
was
Indiana
running.
Jones.
Okay, like where
artifacts might be
where they
housed.
put the Ark of the Covenant and like
The
so
museum
nobody would find
archive.
it.
Like maybe I'm learning government secrets in this dream or something.
Well, are you barefoot?
Not that I recall.
Okay, so you have shoes on.
Yeah.
Boots.
You don't
Probably
know.
boots.
When's the last time you saw your feet in a dream?
Yeah, that's actually
I don't
the
know. Maybe
question
we're
we should all
like
be
I'm
asking.
barefoot.
I don't know if I've ever seen my feet in a dream.
Now, are you
mentioning
No
it.
way. There are no feet in dreams.
Are you running?
It's 'cause it's like
fast?
hands and feet are hard to draw. You can't dream them either.
Yeah. Oh,
Are
that's,
you
that's
running
real.
fast or are you
No, I am fast.
trying to run fast
No.
but you're slow?
No, that's a good question. I am at full speed.
Okay, running fast.
And I am zigging and I'm zagging and I'm jumping and I'm diving.
Okay. Is anybody else in the dream with you?
Usually alone.
Okay, alone. This is really going to be something.
Except for your buddy Darkman.
Except for,
Darkman's chasing you.
except for Darkwing Duck trying to stab me with a different. It's a different weapon sometimes, but
It was
Well, I'm
always a
enjoying
stabbing.
the detail on this because the book is really
yeah, I see you thumbing through. You got a lot of notes, post-it notes in there.
well. And you can't see the skin color of the person who's chasing you, right?
No, they're almost like the things in Lord of the Rings. The guys in cloaks. What are those guys called? Where's more of the Hobbit heads at in the house?
What? I'm sorry?
The wraiths in the
Oh, the
Lord of the
ring wraiths?
Rings.
Yeah,
they
ring
almost,
wraiths.
they're almost like an amorphous blob of dark shadow taking human form. Like Ghost.
Those were the kings of old.
Like the little shadows in Ghost are coming to get me.
The slaves to the ring.
Yeah.
All right, I think I.
Got enough information?
Yeah.
Good.
Yay!
I was hoping.
Hey, for real.
I knew it.
There is a dream
That's scary,
interpretation
man.
about being stabbed with syringes.
Oh, wow.
You want me to read it just briefly?
Sure.
A dream about being stabbed with a syringe points at a family unit. You need to tailor your actions or behavior in order to fit in. Perhaps you are being overindulgent and letting some negativity give way to your better judgment. The dream suggests
buddy.
your outlook. You need to start acting like an adult.
Yeah.
Being stabbed with a syringe draws
your
attention
breath.
to the many components that make up your emotional blueprint. You're the only one getting a message. You are a loner by choice. The dream is the message for overindulgence in your desires and passion. You'll have to deal with your issues of authority and oppression.
Yep.
Being stabbed with a syringe in dreams also states jealousy. You need to stop and reflect upon life. You want to end things on your own terms. Your dream is an omen for your compassion for others. You are so overcome with fear and suspicion that you are not ready to take a major step in your life.
Yep. Wow. And you're a homosexual.
Thank you.
Well,
Happy Pride Month.
a new
Happy Men's Health and Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah. So a new study. Now this is serious. Okay. Seriously, a new study in England found people who have a lot of nightmares are more likely to drop dead.
Awesome.
Oh.
So researchers tracked people for almost 20 years,
See you later.
and the ones who had
Let's try to help.
nightmares at least once a week were 3 times more likely to drop dead before the age of 70.
Because of the stress?
They found that having lots of nightmares also makes you age faster.
Yeah, the cortisol is probably spiking. Well, and it should be replenishing.
So before they kill you, they'll make you look like an old, wrinkly person.
Great.
Man, you're a lot of unfun today.
And they think it's because our bodies respond to the stress the same way they would in real life. Nightmares lead to prolonged elevations of cortisol, a stress hormone closely linked to faster cellular aging.
Yes.
Wow.
Listen,
Sucks to be me.
you have a lot of nightmares and you have cortisol spikes like that. You need to be drinking water first, not caffeine when you wake up, because that only prolongs the cortisol spikeage.
You heard it here first, guys.
Follow me for more medical
Stay
tips.
safe out
I get
there.
to be old, dead, and tired.
And scared.
Good stuff. All positive this morning, guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
So enjoy your Tuesday. All right, today's Team Riz Member of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From Warrenton, Missouri, Jenny Gard is our Team Riz Member of the Day.
Guards. We're guards.
Jenny wants to be Team Riz because she bleeds the point. That's right. Love that we make her laugh. Her favorite band is Paramore. She loves to read and says, "Let's go Blues."
Nice.
Today actually is a big day for blues fans. They're changing the Blue Note logo.
Get out.
Yeah. Well, they're updating it.
That's amazing.
And we'll have Executive Vice President of the St. Louis Blues, Steve Chapman, in studio.
Wow.
To do the unveiling. That's right.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. So let's clean this place up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Done.
Jenny Gard from Warrenton is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Rest in peace to Mick Ralphs. Bong hangs in Paris. Brad gets candid in a recent interview. And the top 5 summer rock songs according to Ultimate Classic Rock.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. A St. Louis area donut shop wins Best Donuts in America. It's a big deal. And should Kristen Chenowith be getting slack for her national anthem performance? I don't know. I'll play a little snippet of it. We'll see what you think. All that and more next. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. Our texter, 314-649-DUMB.
Speaking of the texture, did you see what just came across?
What?
Somebody said, "Hey Rafe, do you have any birthmarks? Because they say that is where you were injured or killed in a past life."
I do.
That's sweet.
Is that
Really?
where the syringe dark man is trying to get you?
Nah,
Wait, they're wrong?
but I got a couple.
Huh?
Do they look like sword wounds? Perhaps you were killed
Yeah,
in the
but perhaps
Perhaps
Crusades.
you were run through.
I have a port wine stain on my inner right thigh.
Oh, that's a rough place to get
So it
killed.
looks like blood. That probably took a long time
blood
to
out.
bleed out. And then I've got one on my back, like behind my shoulder blade, like someone stabbed me.
Stabbed in the back.
Whoa. Bummer.
What do you know?
I went to a medium one time. You know, I do that around my birthday every year. And the reason I don't want to have children in this lifetime, she said it's because in a previous life, my son drowned. And she's like, and that's why you're afraid of deep water. And that's
Someone
why you don't
told
want to
you
have
that?
children. Yeah.
Yeah, for $20.
And I was like, cool, now I know.
Bummer.
It's pretty,
That's a bummer.
Double
Wild.
bummer.
yeah.
That's a bummer. Well, speaking of children, later on this morning, we're going to play
Children.
Feeding Baby Moon. Feeding Baby Moon. It's been a long time.
Vegetarian.
I'm
It's
hungry.
Been a long
baby
time.
moon.
And Rafe went to the store yesterday.
Daddy went to the store.
And got some baby food and some bibs.
Num, num, num. And some airplane spoons.
And some airplane spoons. And we're going to feed Baby Moon. And you have a chance to win some tickets. Blue October tickets, In This Moment tickets, Incubus tickets, or tickets to go see Social Distortion. Well, the Incubus show is next week. How about that? Next Thursday.
I'll be there.
Thursday.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Guess what show's this Saturday?
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Willie. I took my last ditch effort, dude. I wrote his manager a very heartfelt letter that Tommy's supposed to deliver.
Say or make a wish.
That's not cool.
Okay, well,
But okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
You're right.
This
I didn't
is
say
a
I wouldn't do it. I
wish.
just
Trying
said
to
it's
get
not
it
cool.
Well, okay.
It took 0 to get that.
I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I said it's not cool.
Oh, man, I'll tell you.
I did reach out to Devin Allman because he
what you
lives in
said.
St. Louis and he's friends with the Nelson boys. And I said, hey, Rafe Williams, comedian, former military. Can we get him back there?
We're playing every angle.
I played every angle, and Devin left me on red. So,
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
so thanks a lot, D.
Terminal disease. Life.
Yeah, He's dying, as are we all. We just, kind of stretch out the truth a little bit. Make a wish. Not saying it's any part of the organization.
He has a lot of nightmares.
It's his,
Yes, it has
grant
nightmares.
his wish. It has nothing to do with the organization.
Tell him I'm a 9-year-old boy who's had so many nightmares that it's aged me.
He's 9.
He's not,
Hello,
but he's got
Mr.
birthmarks.
It's really nice to meet you.
What was that,
He
Andy?
brought that boy was troubled.
Andy Milonakis.
Yeah, he's opposite Andy
Yeah,
Milonakis.
I'm the opposite of Benjamin Button.
Well, I got some good news, guys. I know there's been a lot of bad news this morning, but a St. Louis donut shop was crowned the winner of the Best Donuts in America contest yesterday morning. Designed like a March Madness bracket, 64 donut shops across the country competed in a website called the 64.com's contest, which began on June 5th, ran for a couple weeks.
How did they get to 64? I feel like I could name you 64 donut shops in Missouri.
Well, these were all over the country.
I know. I wonder how they get down to the 64.
And congratulations to Old Town Donuts in Florissant and Cottleville.
Nice.
They did it. They won the title after defeating Jason's Donuts, located in Alaska.
Have they brought stuff up?
I believe we've had Old Town Donuts here.
All right. I
Old
remember
Town
they were
is-
great.
Terrific.
It's
Great
the
long
best of
gone.
the best, man.
And they
It's
won,
bowling
and they're being
alley.
recognized. So congratulations to everybody over at Old Town Donuts.
That's pretty cool. It's a big deal, man.
That
I
is-
would love to be the judge of a donut competition.
Yeah. That's a cool sticker to put on your door, too,
Yeah.
Number 1 in the country.
Just lay those donuts in
Lay
front of
'em
me
out.
and let me go to town.
My mom, she's in town, and she leaves on Saturday, and she's making me promise. She's like, I've seen this whole thing about kolaches.
Oh, yeah. There's one
yeah.
down the street.
I know, man. I
You got to
gotta go.
do it, man.
It's
Well,
so
and,
good.
and she's like, I've seen it on the Food Network.
You got to get it for her. I'll bring her some
Yeah.
kolache.
Yeah.
I do it once a week. That's my once a week treat. I'll go buy that St. Louis kolache on Hampton.
We got one out by us.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one out by you.
Yeah.
Now, I
There's
don't know
one
if
right
it's St.
here.
Louis anymore, though, because I went the other day and bought some, and now it says American kolache.
Maybe that's what it is.
And I got the scrambled egg and cheese one.
Yeah. What
Please.
kind should I get her?
Brother.
I
They
got to
have
do
a,
like a sweet and savory one.
Yeah. What's the sandwich place they do a collab with?
They do Joya's.
Joya's.
Yeah.
Joya's hot salam. I'll tell you what, the Sloppy Joe one is awesome. It's like Sloppy Joe inside a kolache, and it's so good. And they also have hot ham and cheese. They also have biscuits and gravy. Don't sleep on the beach.
No, I'm not gonna. I've had that one, and the bacon, egg, and cheese one.
Yeah, that one's good.
It's just perfect, especially if you're going to like the wineries and you're looking for a morning treat.
Right.
Bring kolaches because you just heat them up in the microwave and they're just like a perfect little, filled with breakfast deliciousness.
Yeah, she keeps reminding me. You promised
Yeah.
before I leave.
What's a bummer is there's one right next to the gym I go to.
Oh, it's
You're just like,
that's bad.
I need this.
There's a
but
meatball one.
Also,
There's so sweet ones. There's like a s'mores one.
St. Louis pizza's not bad. It's sausage, pepperoni, bacon, and Provel.
Yeah, she ain't gonna like the Provel.
Don't do her that. I'm telling you, there's a brisket one from Pappy's. There's a pulled pork from Pappy's. Hot salam from Joya's. The crab rangoon one. Get the hell out of here. And then,
As in good or
honestly,
bad?
it's great. And
I bet.
honestly, the Sloppy Joe one is like, it doesn't sound like the most appealing one, but it's one of my
love that
faves. It's just something about this. It's kind of like a sweet bread, and The way it mixes with the sloppy Joe, it's so
Yeah,
good.
even like
man.
a sloppy Joe sauce is a little sweet too.
I know, it's like sweet on sweet, but it's not too much.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well,
Pretty good.
I'll be heading
then-
your
Hey.
way.
Get the cookies and cream dessert kolache for her, too.
Golly.
And you know what? There's
Right?
there's a tea place right next to the
Hell yeah.
St. Louis College, and they got good food and cool teas
Been
over
there.
there. Love it.
Been there.
The
Well,
place is good, man. It doesn't. It's one of those places that's, by the time I think of it, it's closed.
Right.
You know what I mean? It closes at like 1 or 2 o'clock every day.
And you gotta get
go
there
right
before-
after work.
Before they sell out too, because
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
other thing. Like by the time you get there, I don't know what time you're going today.
Hold some aside.
Can you
Yeah.
order it ahead
You
of
can
time?
order ahead.
I'm sure.
I can order right now. You want me to order some stuff for
No,
your
I
mom?
can't go over today. I'll go over I'm going to go over tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, for the record, Roseanne, I tried to get you kolache today.
And we have a thing after the show today. We have a stupid Zoom call.
Oh, with
you can
legal, yeah.
schedule-
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
but-
it's going to be awesome.
You can schedule your pickup, man.
We have a, what is it, media law training
No.
today
Yes.
at
Yes,
10.
we are lawyers.
That's right. After this, we'll be geniuses.
We have to sit in front of our phones while we listen to somebody talk about media law.
That's right.
What a giant waste of time.
No, it's going to be amazing. We'll all do it in our office,
Oh.
and we'll do it while we enjoy Volpe salami.
Salami. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you give your dad that log?
Yes.
What was his
And-
reaction to the Volpe log?
Of course, my dad-
Moon was given a Volpe log the size of,
From
honestly,
Free stuff.
Dale and the people over
Yeah.
at Volpe.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because they
That's
know, my dad is like the biggest fan, has been since, since before I was born. And I gave it to him. I dropped it off at the house. He was still sleeping, and I called my mom and I said, "Hey, mom."
put it in bed next to him like a said.
I go, Mom, what did he think? And she goes, your father, he puts a value on everything. And he said, this has got to be a couple $100 log or whatever.
What a funny way. I woke up next to a $300 log.
Well, finally, my son brings me something I appreciate.
Right, yeah, essentially, yeah. I mean, it's points. It's huge points.
Best
for me.
gift ever.
When I tell the story, you put it in bed with him because I think I'm just like he wakes up and it's under the pillow.
Yeah, it's
no
pretty awesome.
explanation.
No, and here's
I got a magic pillow, honey.
Did the salami fairy come?
I dreamt of Volpe.
here's what I thought, and this is why my dad is so difficult to give gifts for, because he's not only like the stereotypical dad where he has everything he wants and he
Right.
doesn't want anything or need anything. He likes his Volpe salami like cut like paper thin, like you can see through it. And I gave him the log. So I'm imagining that next time I go there, he's going to have one of them restaurant
deli
grade
slicers. Yeah.
deli slicers because I gave him this.
Why
I'm
don't you
gonna-
buy him one?
What? How much is that?
I don't know. You can go to, I don't know, Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure you could buy a cheap one.
Yeah,
Or
and
a
then-
used one.
And then when he cuts off a finger, it's my fault. and
that's
The points are
your fault.
gone
Then you're
anyway.
worse, son.
Careful there.
Hey, Kristen Chenoweth.
Uh-huh.
She is
Incredible.
Hey, $63 on Amazon.
Are
Deli
you
meat
serious?
slicer.
For a deli meat slicer?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will.
Remember Kramer and Seinfeld got one? He used his for everything.
Slicer
He was slicing everything.
for home for Volpe.
Honestly, I'm looking at it right now.
$120 for
thinking about
this
it.
giant one. Look at this. What the heck? Why
Yeah,
are these so
dude.
cheap? I feel
Look
like
at that.
I feel like you're asking for.
If you
death
walk into
to
a
get
man's
cheap one of
house and
these
that's
things.
sitting next to
yeah,
the,
I may get one.
That's sitting where the toaster oven should be. You respect that man way more.
I
Did
may
you
get
ever
one.
guess that would be under hundreds
No,
of
I
dollars?
always thought those were like $500 at least.
Are you going to do a
what I'm
slice
saying.
of like a sample and give it to your kids? Like,
Yeah.
Could you
pull a
imagine
number.
if I went out on a date with a girl and went back to her place and she's like, hey, do you mind if I grab something out of the fridge? And I went in there and there was a meat slicer on the counter like that. I'm like,
Marry
I
me.
propose.
Yeah, one for up.
200-watt meat slicer, bread,
Whoa, Black Betty,
cheese,
I'm a lamb.
meat,
Come on.
child lock protection. That's
Nice.
How many what's the rating on that?
100.
4.4.
good. 4.4 out of 10,000
10,000
ratings.
Buy this.
It's gonna pay
And,
for
dude,
itself.
Get it for the
It'll pay
office.
for itself
Delivery
in
by
no time.
tomorrow. Tomorrow by noon, you could have it. Your dad could be chopping a log.
Your dad could be slicing that salami
Son of
by
the year.
tomorrow.
Oh, son of the year. It's right. Son of the decade. Son of the lifetime. Get
Anyway,
out of here.
anyway.
I'm number one.
Sorry.
I found an automatic one. It's got free shipping.
Occasionally,
It's
I
only
do
10
derail the show
10
with salami
grand.
talk.
Just 10 grand.
Yeah, but it
10
went well.
grand.
Thank you, Volpe. Thank
You guys got a good relationship with your meat slicer at Schnucks? Because I do. When I go get turkey and stuff.
No, they hate when I come in
I'm about
Why?
to break up with mine because
because I like mine a specific way, and I go thinner. I want to read the newspaper through my deli meats.
Dude, you're about.
I'm a good sandwich
You do?
style.
Yeah, they roll their eyes. They go, oh,
Here he comes.
Your guy
Comes.
likes you.
My girl's Jillian. Yeah, she's a sweetie. She's always like, hey! I'm
no.
like,
They see me walk in, they shut the lights off.
on, man.
They treat you like the Schwans, man.
Yeah.
Moon's about to be the cool guy that gets to go in and be like, I'll take 2 pounds of salami. And they're like, how you want it cut? And be like, don't even worry
don't.
about it.
Yeah.
I'll take the log. Weigh the log. And the guy has to, like, embarrassingly be like, well, it's my job to slice a meat. And he's like,
Not anymore.
You've been
not for me,
demoted.
brother. And he just has to weigh the log in front of everyone. You completely just take his whole sense of self away from him.
You know what? I will be the hero because I got kicked out of my parents' house a couple of days ago for offering to help. I went down there to try to help fix the door.
Is this like when someone says they got kicked out of a comedy show for laughing and you find out they were heckling the whole time?
You tried to love too hard? Is that what you're saying to us right now?
I was trying to be a hero. I was going down to Festus, and I was like, I'll drop by and fix that thing that they need. I got an extra hour, and I've got my tools. And I was like, this is it. I am the son of the year.
Right.
This is the greatest. And my mom's like, you can't be doing that without asking him. And I was like, oh, come on, it'll be great. While he's sleeping, I'll fix this thing you all have broken for 3 years. She's like, no, you got to ask him. You don't understand. You got to ask him. And I was like, fine, man. So I went in and I wake him up and he goes, no, you can't fix it. That's not how it works. And I go, this is exactly how it works. I fix these things 3 or 4 times in my house. It's fine.
Right.
He said, no. It needs to be done by a professional. I said, no, it doesn't.
He was
Dad."
cranky.
I was like, come on. And I was like, well, if it needs to be done by a professional and you've known that for 3 years, how is it that the professional hasn't been called to fix this thing?
Because your father's a professional procrastinator.
And I was like, dude, just let me. I got the tools right here. I'll do it. It's all good. He said, no, absolutely not. And we kind of got in a little tussle, and I left.
Well, he's gonna love you again. Get him a deli slicer.
This is how I get back.
$107.
This is how I get back.
Hey,
in good
all right.
graces.
So I want to talk about this Kristen Chenoweth thing. So she is Kristen Chenoweth. She's a itty bitty thing, right?
Yeah.
4'11".
Little thing, yeah.
She's a little thing. She's got a very powerful voice. She's a Broadway actress.
Yeah, she's been on Glee and all sorts of shows.
Right. So some NBA, I guess she did the anthem before Sunday night's Game 7 for the NBA Finals down in Oklahoma. She is from Oklahoma, so
Perfect.
I guess that's why she did it. She did it a cappella. She did it perfectly on key, but it was, I guess, when she started getting really operatic with it, people had a problem. I don't know.
Dude, she's so good.
Did anybody have a problem with this? All right, I'm just going to play the beginning.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
It sounds great.
And she's like 3'8".
She's 4'11". I looked it up.
I'm just saying she's a tiny human being and has
She's also an operatic singer.
can belt it, dude.
Right. Well, here's where people have the problem. You gotta lighten up, Francis.
Wave o'er the land of the free.
Right? Damn.
And the home of the brave.
You're fine.
She's
It's
just
good.
so good.
It's good.
This
No
is
problems.
manufactured
outrage.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Get out of get a life.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
I
We
think that
don't
was
go
the
for
publicist.
the opera here in Oklahoma.
But it wasn't even like she's from Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what the only thing I could possibly be upset about is that she had a high note.
Yeah, how good it was.
And she nailed the high
She
note.
nailed it. You literally hired a professional opera singer to sing the national anthem a cappella. That's what she did her job perfectly.
Yeah, I said she's getting slack for it. I got who's giving her
Leave her
slack?
alone.
Not possible.
Apologize.
Scott, you apologize?
Yeah, I was the one.
You commenting again?
Now, you heard how she hit that.
You heard?
She hit that,
Yeah.
into the free.
They think
and she
that
went,
note ruptured Halliburton's Achilles.
Well, it could have.
for the Pacers.
Yeah. It's like when a glass breaks.
I mean, she almost did shatter glass, but not in a bad way.
Now, so Kristen Chenoweth hitting that high note. Here's Carl Lewis trying to do the same thing.
For the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets.
Okay, would you rather that?
No, I would not.
Would you rather that?
That's my favorite, dude.
No.
That's so good.
I don't know much about Kristen Chenowith. I don't know if she's a nice person, if she's a terrible person, but man, the woman can sing,
Yeah. Good for her.
and I'm fine.
Did you ever watch that show I told you to watch
what she did.
with her in it? With Lee Pace. This is before Lee Pace was like getting a ton of
Probably
gigs.
not.
It is it's weird. It's called Pushing Daisies. And
Oh yeah, I heard of it.
Gosh,
it was
dang.
HBO, right?
it was HBO. It's so goofy and weird and left of center for sure.
I thought that was an ABC show.
It may have been
May
on
have been.
network, but it was on HBO for a while. You got to order it or something. It's like nowhere to be found. But it was a really clever idea, and she's amazing. And Lee Pace is awesome.
Well, she's a good singer, and she shouldn't be getting any slack for that anthem. All right, today is June 27th. Back in the day, 123 years ago, 1902, Goodfellow Dry Goods, founded in Minneapolis by a guy named George Dayton. Does anybody know what Goodfellow Dry Goods is now?
Yeah, that's a store.
It is now called?
Just dry goods.
No.
Oh. Goodfellow Dry Goods.
1902, Goodfellow Dry Goods, founded in Minneapolis by George Dayton. It is now known as? That's right, Target.
Target.
By the way, ordered.
You guys want to play a little game?
Ma,
Yeah.
you'll have a meat slicer tomorrow.
Dry Goods is a store at the West County Mall. I thought that's where you're going.
Goodfellow Dry Goods, founded in Minneapolis. It's called Target today. All right, 1971, a company called Blue Ribbon Sports changed its name.
Blue Ribbon Sports.
We now know it as
ESPN.
Blue Ribbon Sports, 1971.
Is it are these all retail places?
Dick's.
It is now Nike.
Oh.
Oh.
Tokyo Tushin Kogoyo, founded in Japan, 1943, now known as
Nintendo.
Walmart.
Tokyo Tushin Kogoyo. It is now Sony.
Sony.
1998, Back Rub. Back Rub was founded by two Stanford students.
Back rub.
Back Rub, 1998.
My goodness.
Back rub.
Google.
Okay, so like you rub my back, I'll rub
Yeah.
yours.
Now know it as Google.
I did say Google, dude.
Oh, you did?
I think
In your head, you must have,
thought
because
it.
I don't.
I don't know if I heard
Swear to
Google.
goodness.
How do you?
Well, play the tape.
He said it in his head.
All right, 1851, a company called the New York and Mississippi Valley Printing Telegraph Company is formed. We call it
Penguin House.
Western Union.
Western Union.
1939, a company called Computing Tabulating Recording Company. The old CTR operates in New York.
What year?
1939.
It's not
IBM.
IBM, is it?
IBM, yes.
Wow.
1924, the Peters Super Submarine Sandwich Shop opens in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Subway.
Subway. In 1901, the Seattle grocery store Eggs and Butter opened. What's it called today?
Trader Joe's.
Nordstrom.
Nords.
Nobody
Oh, that
wants
makes
to,
sense.
nobody wants to eat a sub sandwich named Peters.
Peters Super Submarine. 1948, Sound of Music opened as a single electronic store in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Wow.
1964, Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web launches at Stanford. That's not 1964, in the 80s.
Yahoo.
Yahoo, yes. And 1937, a business called the Haloid Photographic Company, founded in Rochester, New York.
What was the name? Or year?
What year?
1937.
Kodak.
It's not
Nikon.
Polaroid.
Xerox.
Xerox.
You guys did terrible.
We did.
Xerox.
Well, we weren't alive back then, all
Apple.
I
right?
know.
We hit.
I
one.
live in the now.
38 years ago, 1987, Spaceballs comes out. 33 years ago, 1992, the Orlando Magic with the first pick in the NBA draft select Shaquille O'Neal. 31 years ago, 1994, The Lion King was released. That same day, Wyatt Earp comes out. Just imagine that weekend in the theater. Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner and The Lion King.
Kevin, man, that movie was doomed. That was back when studios made the same movie at the same time. Like Tombstone and Wyatt Earp came out very, very close together.
Two excellent movies.
Yeah, but no one saw Wyatt Earp.
I feel like they're still doing that.
I felt so bad for Dennis Quaid to have to play Doc Holliday 3 months after Val Kilmer.
Oh, yeah. I got to watch
Because everyone
Tombstone
was just
again.
like, no thanks. And honestly, Costner, too. He had to follow Kurt Russell's Wyatt Earp. And it was just like, it just did not measure up.
Has anybody seen Tombstone recently?
No.
Yes.
I have.
I did a
It
couple years
still
ago.
holds up?
It holds up.
I'm
big
your
time.
Huckleberry.
It's a good movie.
It's good. You don't,
I saw it
you
for the
don't
first
love
time.
it?
I saw it for the first
Was
time.
it great? in your opinion, if you saw it for the first time as an adult?
Great.
It's good.
Just
It's a good
watching
movie.
the choices that the actors make is what makes it so fascinating.
I really enjoyed
It's
it.
good. I don't like the way I have to separate all the dorks on the internet who've co-opted like the Doc Holliday character, the way they have the Punisher symbol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of that, like memes of, and I'm like, you not taking personal accountability for your emotions doesn't make you Doc Holliday, buddy. So I have to separate that out when I watch it, so I can still enjoy Val Kilmer's performance. But the movie itself holds up pretty good.
Which I hear that he actually ad-libbed a lot of that.
Yeah,
a
that
lot
movie
of
was
that
a disaster. I listened to a podcast about it. They fired the director, and Kurt Russell basically, they hired a new director, and Kurt Russell kind of was the secret ad hoc director. He rewrote the script, and he kind of told the director what was going to happen, and the director kind of like
Sure, you're the artist.
was like, yeah, let's do it. And because
I haven't seen it in years.
The original,
I
Michael
loved
Biehn, it was a really cool, there's a podcast with Michael Biehn. And he's hilarious, dude. He's old school Hollywood guy.
What was
you ever
Michael Biehn?
heard him talk like in an interview?
Well, his brother Tom's pretty awesome.
He's just like he's talking trash, dude. He's just like he's an old school guy, just an S talker. And he was talking about how the real story, the Cowboys are kind of the heroes, and Wyatt Earp and his brothers are kind of the villains. That like came into town to like set up a gambling and kind of like pushed everybody out, and that they kind of flipped the story around. It's an interesting pod. I'll have to look at it. I don't remember what
send
it
it to
was.
me.
It was cool.
All right, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Mentality. Their patients experience a 30% increase with testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio. Well, yesterday we found out that Mick Ralphs, the guitarist and co-founding member of Bad Company, died yesterday following complications from cancer and a stroke that he suffered back in 2016. He was 81 years old. Paul Rogers, lead singer of Bad Company, says, "Our Mick has passed. My heart just hit the ground. He has left us with exceptional songs and memories. He was my friend, my partner in songwriting, amazing and versatile guitarist who had such a great sense of humor. Our last conversation was only a few days ago. Be sure to laugh, and it won't be our last." He says, condolences to everyone who loved him, especially his one true love, Susie. I'll see you in heaven.
So here's some, you want some music?
Yeah, I want to, here's a little Bad Company doing Bad Company, just in case you aren't familiar.
Bad Company.
Bad Company.
You did not put it in the folder, but I have some stuff
Oh, I'm
here.
sorry. Let me switch over
All
some
right, I'll
things.
just play this. This is Mott the Hoople. All the young dudes. Bad Company. All his stuff.
So, Mick Ralphs, obviously got his start in '69 with Mott the Hoople, and then he went on to found Bad Company. And he lasted with them, forever. He went through, a couple of different lead singers.
Yeah.
Paul Rogers didn't do it the whole time. Brian Howe came in later for like the 90s era of Bad Company. But he had his own solo band. The guy was still just, soldiering on essentially from having that stroke and some cancer complications in 2016.
He had a stroke on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Really
Yeah.
terrible.
2016.
Well, here is Mick Ralphs, and the audio should be in there. Mick Ralphs talking about starting Bad Company with Paul Rogers.
Okay, stand by. Here it is. Mick Ralphs on forming Bad Company.
The thing is, it wasn't actually planned to be a band, so there was no, master plan. It was Paul and I writing songs together, because we'd met on various tours in England. He had a band called Peace, and I was in Mott the Hoople. And we shared a lot of common interests in songs, and we just wanted to extend that, just to continue to write together and make an album. We didn't really plan at that point to make a band.
Hey, this might sound ridiculous, but I've never seen Mott the Hoople or whatever written out. What is it?
Mott the Hoople?
MOTTTHEHOOPLE.
Yeah.
So
So it's 3 words.
Yeah, it's 3 words. Mott the Hoople.
The Hoople.
Everybody says it as if it's one
Mott the
word,
Hoople.
and I'm like, is this a dragon's name
Yeah.
or something? Like I don't.
No, and
I've
there's-
literally never seen it
You
in
know the
writing.
song, though. It's All the Young Dudes.
Right,
All the young dudes.
It was in
It sounds
Clueless.
like a David Bowie song.
right.
Okay.
So that was their big song. And then he
What
went
can you
on
explain what that means? What is Mott?
It's just
the
a weird
Hoople?
band
some
name.
English.
Some English
dribble, I don't
slang.
know.
Okay, but isn't that funny? Like I've never seen
Mott
it in writing, and every
the
time I hear
Hoople.
it, it just kind of like is like this puff of smoke of confusion. In
There's
my
also
brain.
a great song called All the Way from Memphis. Ready for Love was actually a Mott the Hoople song that went on to be big for Bad Company, which is kind of interesting.
It was a novel,
Mott the Hoople?
an English novel.
And what is that?
Nobody knows.
That's got to be from something too.
Well, it
Sounds
says the
very
novel's
Tolkien.
protagonist, Norman Mott, embodies the Hoople persona, which Manus describes as the fool, rogue, or buffoon. There you
There
go.
we go.
There we go. Perfection.
Mott the idiot.
So anyway, rest in peace to Mick Ralphs, which is really sad because they're going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, coming
Yeah,
up this
that's
fall, and Mick will not be there, but I'm sure they'll do a little tribute for him. Liam Gallagher had a few choice words for people who have criticized the new Oasis and Adidas campaign. We talked about this yesterday in Crap On. He says, quote, "I'm hearing loads of chat about who this Adidas Oasis collaboration is for. It's for everyone. Now get involved and stop crying your heart out. And if it's not your cup of tea, don't buy it. And then don't moan about it as well."
Yeah, Lern.
I liked it.
I said I was all in.
Stop reading the comments, Liam.
Yeah, Liam. Jaden Smith was spotted, as we all are, at 3 a.m. in Paris, sitting on a park bench, smoking out of a bong. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. He was with a friend, had a big black bag with him, and sitting there with his cute outfit on. He's in town, I guess, for some sort of fashion experience.
I have a feeling that if I hung out with him, we would not get along.
I mean, you'd be high as hell, it sounds like.
Who's it?
Jaden Smith, Will Smith's kid. I don't think we have a lot in common.
Really?
You don't think so?
No.
I
You
bet
guys
you all
were
get on
kinda
so well.
You don't want to be in Paris at 3 a.m. on a park bench just
No.
smoking out of your bong.
Sleeping.
All right, good to know. Fans will get to say goodbye to Chef Anne Burrell through one of her most successful ventures. New episodes of the Food Network show Worst Cooks in America is going to air on July 28th. So obviously she'll be in this. And she filmed the episodes with fellow chef and friend Gabe Bertaccini prior to her death on June 17th. And they also announced on Food Network that they'll do a tribute, a marathon to her tomorrow on Food Network.
First of all, it's Burrell.
Burrell.
so
What did I say?
you keep adding like a Burr. It's Burrell.
Burrell.
And they're saying they found a whole bunch of pills next to
know.
her, and
It's
could
not
be a
good.
drug overdose.
Terrible.
Ah.
This is interesting. Karate Kid actor and Cobra Kai star Martin Kove was asked to leave a fan convention over the weekend. He was biting his co-star Alicia Hannah Kim during a VIP meet and greet.
What
So
in the world?
Yeah, this is
odd. So police had to get involved. I guess they were at Washington State Summer Con. Several the cast from the Netflix
So
show
Martin
were there.
Kove is Sensei Kreese.
Yeah.
The bad guy.
Yes. Well, police report got filed. Alicia says that he assaulted her. TMZ reports that she passed by him to say hello, but he allegedly grabbed her arm and then chomped down, nearly drew blood. And then after she expressed pain, he allegedly kissed the arm. And then she said that she and her husband, who was witnessing the thing, told Martin that it was unacceptable to bite her. He allegedly was furious and outraged by and visibly angry whenever she told him to please do not bite me. And he insisted and bit her for fun.
What the heck? Was he drunk?
He apologized and then said
I
that.
have a feeling he was just trying to be playful
Right.
and crossed the line.
Yeah.
That's what
Did she try honking his nose?
No.
like Mr. Miyagi did.
Yeah, that's what
He
Miyagi
hates that.
did, and he does not like that.
He
That
hates
makes him
that.
stop.
That's true. Oh, man.
I've seen it.
How do you not know if you're dang near 70 years old?
To not bite people?
How do you not know where the lines are? How, if you don't know by now,
Yeah, I remember, telling my son, don't bite your sister when he was 3.
it's so confusing. This sounds like a drunken fool.
Well, luckily, the actress is not pressing any charges.
met his son.
It's all, it's all in good fun.
I told you
we
guys
bite each other every morning.
Right. That's the official handshake of the Rizzuto Show is we bite
When
each other's
Scott walks in,
forearms.
I bite him on the neck.
Yeah, thank you.
Arr.
That's why I have no
But only
skin tags.
once.
He,
That's the point.
that's when Scott comes in. It's me. What else was he in, Martin Kove?
He was in a lot of 80s movies. I think he was in Rambo, wasn't he? Didn't he, fly the helicopter? And he's
yeah.
Murdoch, I'm coming to get you. And it was that guy was the helicopter pilot that was also kind of a bad guy in it.
Obviously,
He was a quintessential 80s
Yeah.
bad guy. He was a bad guy in a lot of Vietnam films.
He was.
I met his son. His son's like a
biter.
Hallmark movie actor.
I mean, this guy has worked in a billion things that you've never heard of.
Yeah, he's probably a steady working actor that gets these little bit roles.
And I bet they have a lot of cool names.
I'd say bit.
Like the stuff that... Nice.
I don't know why he was in A Horse for Christmas.
He was in Rambo First Blood Part 2 in 1985.
Correct.
First Blood Part 2. Twilight Zone episode, Karate Kid Part 2, Steel Justice, Cagney and Lacey, Higher
Steel
Ground.
Justice.
He's gonna be. That was what I was gonna say. He's gonna be in a lot of films that have cool names like Steel Justice
Oh, how
or
about Shadow
Brink
Chaser,
of Death.
White Light, Shadow Chaser,
There you go.
Firehawk,
Yeah,
Lightning in a
Firehawk,
Bottle,
of course.
Renegade,
That's sweet.
To Be the Best. He was in Wyatt Earp.
Oh, synchronicity.
It was
It says he was Ed Ross in Wyatt Earp.
Ed Ross and Wyatt Earp.
Oh, the martial arts guy.
The movie we were just talking about. He was in Savage Land and Deathmatch,
Savage Land, yeah.
I knew he was gonna be in a lot of those.
Grizzly Mountain, Final Equinox,
Grizzly
Without-
Mountain, Savage Land.
Without Mercy, Mercenary, Time Lock.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of nerdy titles. I mean,
Okay.
cool
Cool
but nerdy.
titles.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali would still like to be in the next Blade movie. He was talking about this in a recent interview. He said, "Call Marvel, I'm ready. Let them know I'm ready." It's
Did
been
they-
6 years since Marvel unveiled its intention to bring Blade back to
And
current
if
MCU.
they like canceled it,
Well, remember, this has been kind of on again and off again because like directors have fallen out and different actors have fallen out. But Wesley Snipes was in Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the last time we got to really see Blade. I think Mahershala Ali would be perfect for
I think
Blade.
it'd be great for it.
Tom Cruise is showing his support for Brad Pitt at the new premiere for the F1 movie that is going to come out this Friday. He actually walked the red carpet with Brad Pitt, and they previously worked together on Interview with the Vampire. In a recent interview, Brad opened up about potentially making a movie with Tom and says, "I'm not going to hang my ass off of airplanes and ish like that. So when he does something again that's on the ground, we'll work together."
So Tom Cruise shows up to a Brad Pitt movie premiere to take away the spotlight from Brad Pitt.
Can you believe
what
it?
Selfish
Good heavens.
Tell you what.
piece
No
of
way.
garbage.
Tom was there because the director was the one who did Top Gun. So he's probably supporting Brad
I'm sure.
as well as the
They're all
director.
buddies.
I am really happy though. So I listen to Armchair Expert every week, Dak Shepard, his podcast, and he's been dying to get Brad Pitt on. And yesterday's episode, he finally got his
Oh,
wish.
my God.
And so Brad Pitt opened up. It was a great episode, and he talked about needing to make some changes after his divorce from Angelina Jolie. So he started going to AA. Dak Shepard has also been a part of AA for a while. And here is a little bit of Brad talking about how everything was kind of off in his life at that time.
Be rad.
I was pretty much on my back, on my knees, and I was really open. I was trying anything and anything anyone threw at me.
Yeah.
Difficult time. I needed rebooting. I needed to wake up in some areas, and it just meant a lot to me. So gives you permission in a way to go, okay, I'm going to step out on this edge and see what happens. And then I really, I just really grew to love it.
Dude, if you want to see funny Brad Pitt, watch the show Dave.
He's hysterical.
He is in an episode of the show Dave.
I think it's the finale.
I was in an airport watching it, actually laughing out loud. 'Cause it was so funny.
He's hysterical, man.
Well, he got a lot of help from AA. He says, "I just thought it was incredible that men were sharing their experiences, their aches, their wants, their missteps, had a lot of fun with humor in it. It was a very special experience." And he said it only took a few sessions before it started being beneficial to him. So if you're somebody that is struggling, be like Brad.
Go.
After getting $60 million at the box office during its June 20th opening weekend, MovieWeb says Danny Boyle's zombie flick 28 years later should come to streaming just before Halloween. So if you are waiting for this, we'll see it on October 18th. What do you guys think about Meet the Parents, a fourth sequel? Or a third sequel, I guess.
If it's good,
Yeah.
great.
We had Meet the Parents. We had Meet the Fockers.
Hey, what was the other one?
There was
I don't-
another one in
I don't
there.
remember the third.
There was
The
a third one?
the third one was the babies,
Oh, yeah.
the kids.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that
know
one
if I
wasn't
even
very
saw
good.
that one.
Well, Barbara Streisand says that she would come back as Roz Fokker if they paid her the same amount or more, I guess. So in 2011, there was a report that she was paid $7 million for being Roz. Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro were each paid $20 million. Dustin Hoffman got $7.5 million. So
Dang.
How much did she get?
she got $7 million. So she got lower than Dustin Hoffman's character, which plays her husband. What do you think about that? It's Babs. She's so good. All I want to be when I'm older is Roz Fokker. She's the best.
She's pretty rad.
She's having like these sexual yoga classes as like a geriatric woman. That's what, she's like teaching people.
But is that what she agreed to? So maybe there was negotiations like, hey, trying to get Dustin Hoffman, so his agent, jacked up the price to however much he,
She's not complaining. I didn't take that from that story.
I read she was complaining.
She is saying
She's
says,
asking for a pay cut.
She says, "Oh my God, they'd have to pay me a lot more money because I didn't get paid what the other people got paid, so I'm pissed off."
I'm
End
sorry.
quote.
Did I miss that?
No, I haven't said that yet.
Oh, I was like,
There's
gee whiz, dude, I did not hear that.
There's no gray area there.
Oh,
She
okay,
says she's
okay.
pissed.
All
She
right,
wants
I
more
did-
money.
Moon can't hear anything negative about Barbara Streisand
thought-
the way I can't hear anything negative about Dolly Parton.
I thought you said that she said as long as they paid me what they paid me last time, which
No,
would be
more than last time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that was however many years
Yeah, that was
ago,
a
and
long time
inflation.
ago.
Like, I mean,
Her character was just as
you got to pay more to
exciting
pay the same.
as Dustin Hoffman's character. Like them as Ben Stiller's parents in that movie, as Gaylord's parents. They're the best.
They're incredible.
Little
Yeah.
Little Fockers
Little Fockers, yeah.
was the
And
third
that,
one.
and that was poo poo.
It was just what
I saw the first two. I
love the
I don't
first
need
two.
to see other
What
ones.
are the tomatoes?
They're going to make a vacation one called Get the Fuck Out of Here.
yeah.
Is that true?
You went.
I hope
that's
so.
how
I mean,
well
that
it out.
sounds-
if I was in the writer's room, it'd be true.
You went slow
Jack
on
Burns
that
is
one.
on the road again in his RV.
Let's see. Little Fockers. 9%.
Oh, 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
That was
wasn't
good.
very
34
good.
on the popcorn, but
What does Meet the Fockers have?
That's
The
high.
second
It's
one?
good.
I bet you
65,
I bet it was high.
That's good.
75.
let's see. Me.
I'm going to say
I'm
68.
going to say 70, 72, 72, give me
68.
72.
Jack Burns with his portable nipple that he would feed his grandson with.
Jack
so,
Tie.
so meet the
Jack Tuck
parents.
Tie well.
Meet the parents. The OG was 79 on popcorn, 85 overall. On
Okay, the
tomato
second
meter.
one?
The second one, 58 on popcorn,
Oh, really?
38 overall.
Oh.
38.
Bummer.
I like that movie.
I do too. And finally, UltimateClassicRock.com has ranked the best summer-themed rock songs. I have a top 5 for you that we can go
Best
through.
summer-themed rock songs.
Yeah, these are all classic rock songs, older songs. So when you
Yeah.
think of summertime, you know, what comes to mind?
See if
Summer
you
of
get the-
69.
Well,
It's gotta
Alice
be on there,
Cooper.
right?
Alice Cooper, School's Out,
School's
is
Out,
number
that's
3.
right.
What else you got?
Who's his guitar? Steve Vai is his guitarist?
Is that right?
Alice Cooper?
Alice Cooper.
Steve
It's that.
Vai.
It's that chick that took over for.
No.
Orianthe and
no.
Neil
In
Strauss, no.
in the original, like School's Out. The early recordings. It's
I don't know. Is it Steve Stevens
Is it
or
Steve Vai?
no. Steve
that's
Stevens
Billy
is
Idol.
Billy Idol.
Glenn
I
Buxton
know, but he did a
and
bunch
Michael
of stuff.
Bruce.
Steve Stevens did Top Gun, baby?
Did Steve Vai play with Alice Cooper?
You know what? You know what is a summer song for me, and I know this sounds silly. Besides "Summer Song" from Joe Satriani, is "Thunderstruck." Like I can't hear "Thunderstruck" in the winter and have the same power as when it's like June or something.
Okay, that's a good guess, but that wasn't in the top 20 at all.
Is there a Bob Seger song on this list?
No, there is not.
Night Moves should be on this list.
Oh,
As a summer
Margaritaville.
song?
No Margaritaville.
Summer of 69.
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
No.
Summer of '69. That's a great guess. That's not on there.
Summer of 69 is number 9 on the list.
Oh, there you go.
But did not crack the top
Nicely
5.
done.
Okay.
Summer Wine.
I see the list, so I can't.
See, you can't
I'm
guess.
not gonna.
Lana
Can you
Del.
give us a hint? A year?
Some like honorable mentions.
These are all 70s, 80s.
Yeah, they're all 78, 82, 72, 66, 1984.
60.
Those are the
Summer
top 5.
summer song's not on there.
Yeah, Summertime.
Summer song from Joe Satriani is not on there.
Summertime. Summertime.
This is silly.
Living easy.
That's doing time from Sublime.
What's
thought it was
what's
Doing
that
time,
song? I don't know
Doing
who
time
sings
for
it.
Sublime. Is that that's the name of that
What song is it? Hot Town, Summer in the City.
That's
Back on
number
my nights
2.
and
Have a
morning
spoonful.
gritty.
Isn't that a war? Isn't that a war song?
This is Summer Song, Moon.
Town, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow
This is
in the
only
city.
in war movies.
Walk around the
1966.
sidewalk with a-
This is people smoking cigarettes, sweating in the jungle.
Was this in Forrest Gump?
I don't think
Gotta
so.
be. Maybe that's what I associate it with.
All right, so good. You got 2 and
There's an
3.
Austin Powers.
You still need number 1, which was from 1984. 4 from 1984.
I mean, the number one song is
Sussudio.
it's on the
No.
nose. Come on, I'm just
yeah,
gonna
just
play it.
Done.
You don't like?
What do you like the
Number
Atari's version
one?
better?
It's all
As far
right.
as the biggest summer song of all time.
It's okay. I don't associate that with like summer that much, but I get it.
What about number
It's in the
4?
title.
Let's
Here's
do
number 4.
Vacation from the Go-Go.
Love this song. This should be number 1.
I know you love number 5, but is
Thank
this
you. This is a great song
is
for
better
summer.
than Summer of '69?
Is there a summer vacation from one of the vacation movies, or am I just?
That song right there.
Oh, that's the
That
one.
vacation song was in the vacation movie.
You're thinking
Holiday Road. Holiday Road with Lindsey Buckingham.
Lindsey Buckingham.
That's
That's not
And
on the
that's
list.
it is on the list at number 19.
Oh, that should be higher.
It's a good one.
It should be. I think it's better than this.
This is number 5.
Oh, this is a good song, man.
It's a good song, but is it a summer song?
Blue Skies.
What is this?
Yellow.
Dude, this is like Prozac in audio form. I love it. Well, some other honorable mentions on this list. Van Halen, Summer Nights, came in at number 15. The Beach Boys, Surfing USA, number 11. Summer Breeze from Seals and Crofts at number 6. But your top
Panama.
5, Mr. Blue Sky, Vacation, School's Out, Summer in the City, and Boys of Summer. Your top 5 rounding out for ultimateclassickrock.com.
Panama is pretty
How could you
friggin'
not
summer,
have a
right?
Beach Boys song in the top 5?
Oh yeah, Surfing
Come on,
USA.
man.
Brian's dead now,
the whole
okay?
thing.
Off the list.
there
Good
isn't a winter
vibrations,
song in there.
everything.
Yeah.
In fact, you can't listen to the Beach Boys after October.
Garbage. List garbage.
It is. And that's your garbage crap on celebrities. Thank
All
you.
right, your garbage crap on celebrity
Brad
birthdays
Dick
today.
Dang,
is
dude.
Aaron Moriarty, that's a Starlight in Amazon's The Boys, is 31. Candace Patton, Iris on The Flash is 37. Lionel Messi is 38. Solange Knowles is 39. Amber Rose Riva, that's Agent Madani on The Punisher, is 39. Minka Kelly, Dove on Titans, Lila on Friday Night Lights. Her dad is former Aerosmith guitar player Rick Dufay, who Joe Perry thanked for, quote, committing career suicide
All right, quit the band.
by quitting the band. She's 45. Mindy Kaling is 46. Sherry Springfield is 58. She's on ER. Danielle Spencer, that's Dee from What's Happening, is 60. Ian Glenn, that is Bruce Wayne on Titans, but you may know him from Game of Thrones as Sir Jorah Mormont. He's 64. Kurt Smith,
guy.
Tears for Fears singer, is 64. Andy McCluskey, or Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, is 66. Nancy Allen, the original RoboCop hottie, is 75. Peter Weller, the
RoboCop.
other original RoboCop hottie, is 78. Mick Fleetwood is 78, and Colin Blunstone, the Zombies lead singer, is 80 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Chenin Blank. Chenin Blank. And today's birthday girl's been in 442 fine films, including Bare Necessities, Booty Duty 8, Buns and Roses, Do the White Thing. She was in a movie called Flesh Walker, Grin and Bear It, It's Okay, She's My Mother-in-Law 4, My Buddy's Hot Mom 7, Requiem for a
Scream.
Cream,
Close.
in a movie called Viagra Falls, and Who Can Forget a Roll?
That's dumb.
Who Can Forget a Roll? In 2001's New Adventures of Mr. Tootsie Pole 2, Menage a Pole.
Aw.
Chenin Blank is 57 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and it's time to feed Baby Moon. Oh, that's right. That's right. So Rafe went to the store yesterday and bought some baby food. And we'll put Moon in visual isolation and audio isolation at first.
That's right.
Okay? We'll let you know what the flavor of food is. Rafe or Lern will feed Baby Moon. And we'll see if Moon can guess what flavor it is.
Okay.
No curveballs. I mean, other than the ones that are expected.
Are these single flavors?
Most of them are single flavors. If there is a blended flavor, we'll accept either flavor.
Okay.
Okay. But no, like, I'll be putting dog poo or something up in me, you know what I mean?
Oh, no,
Dog
there's
poo?
a code.
But yeah, there's a code here. Like,
No,
don't,
it's all
this
baby
is all
food,
baby
brother.
food.
It's all baby
Okay,
food.
okay.
I could assure you there's an honor among.
I'm just making sure.
amongst-
It's been a while since
No,
we
I
did this.
know.
I didn't want any new rules while I'm under.
So we'll let you guys know on the phone what the flavor is. You have to guess whether Moon will get it or not. If you guess correctly, boom, you win. What?
he's already,
No.
he's already cheesing over there.
I'm going through the Rolodex of flavors I bought, and
Right.
I'm wondering how he's going to do.
So we'll
They're
give
not
him,
bad.
We'll give him
Some
three.
of them are good, man.
3 guesses. We'll give Moon 3 guesses on it.
Whatever you think, man. I don't remember how we played this last time. I don't remember if it was a one and done, and he had to like Give us a final answer. You ever seen the guy taste the vanilla ice cream? Or top nose, vanilla,
Coffee.
Yeah, that's I kind of feel like.
Oh, we'll let him work it out.
Yeah.
We'll just let you work it out.
We'll let him work it out, but he's got to make a final.
You got to make a. We'll let you know.
I think 3 guesses he'll get it. Pretty easily.
Oh, well, all right. We'll fill it out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We've got one. If you guess correctly, you win. Boom. Social Distortion tickets, Incubus tickets, Blue October tickets, In This Moment tickets, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We're feeding Baby Moon next. Hey, we'd love to see you at Captain Jim's on Thursday. Captain Jim's in West Alton, our annual Blow Stuff Up remote. I know it's going to be hot. I know it's going to be swampy, but for real, he's got he's got a tent, he's got a generator, he's got 4 big-ass fans. This is his words, by the way. 4 big-ass fans, a cooler, and an ish ton of water for Thursday. So don't worry, we'll be taken care of. Thursday, Captain Jim's in West Alton, starting at 6 o'clock. We'll be down there till 8, and they'll have a whole bunch of stuff to give away. We'll have stuff to give away. We'll be blowing stuff up. It'll be fun. You guys all set? We ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Lern, we're switching because, wow, you are deaf, girl.
I am.
Switching spots?
Yeah, just it'll be better. It'll be better on camera over here.
Should we go live on Facebook, on
at these-
Instagram?
I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Look at these
I'm
cute
over here
bibs.
pressing buttons.
I'm going to go on
Pick you out a little
Facebook.
bib, bud. There's scissors right in front of you if you need them.
Did the
It's-
company
well,
buy
listen,
us new,
guys.
bibs?
It's time to feed Baby Moon.
Well, we got to.
All right, and today's contest is sponsored by
CarStar, your auto body repair experts. Check out carstar.com.
We got a use it or lose it bib budget. It's like a government budget.
Look
If
at
I
it.
don't
Oh.
spend it, we don't get to.
Remember when we talked about what animals I
Yeah,
can take
little
down?
Giraffe. Is
Oh,
bottom.
giraffe,
The
yes.
friendly giraffe.
So
of
Rafe
course.
went to the supermarket and got a couple bibs, got a couple baby spoons.
I can't get it around my neck,
I
dude.
just wondered if you
Oh,
did.
you have a
Tuck
thick
it in.
neck.
I have a
Tuck
size
it in
6.
like a southern gentleman at a picnic and a fricassee.
I have a six,
Gentlemen, we're about to have a fried chicken fricassee.
I do have a 16-inch neck, so I don't think that's gonna fit.
We'll put the bib on.
Or a 16. Is that how it works?
I don't know
Yeah.
how it works.
It's
Okay,
inches?
so
That's like a 47-inch neck.
Yeah, I got.
so
a
Rafe's
16.
got the baby food. We're gonna feed Baby Moon. We're gonna put him in audio isolation first and visual isolation.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
We'll let you guys know on the phone what the flavor is.
Give me those glasses.
We'll take Moon out of audio isolation at least, and we'll feed him. Mm-hmm. And he'll have to try to figure out what the flavor is. You on the phone, we'll have to guess whether he'll get it right or wrong. One right, you win.
You look like Timu Batman, dude.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, yeah.
So silly. Dude.
this is not good.
And then
We made the isolation
Shows up
glasses.
with these isolation glasses. You're like,
So these are old sunglasses. They're point sunglasses. Actually, I think they're really nice. And then we just put gaff tape on them. But it was so many years ago that the gaff tape glue is like started to powderize.
Oh yeah, it's all dried out.
And it's
We
all-
made those maybe 10 years ago.
But they work.
Those
I mean,
are vintage.
They look
let me
absurd.
put them on. I want to test their.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't see nothing. You can maybe see your toes. If
Oh
you're,
man,
if
this
you're trying to-
stinks.
What does
It
it smell like?
stinks?
Describe it.
Well, that's
It
gonna.
smells like when you open a box out of the top of your closet. It's got all your yearbooks in it.
Yeah.
musty.
Yeah.
A little musty.
Yeah.
That's going to affect
like-
Moth eggs.
That's going to affect my ability, my olfactory glands, my ability to figure out what kind of flavors.
All right, well, let's get you in audio and
Okay.
visual isolation.
Hand me your little baby spoon over there. I put it on top of the napkin roll.
Where is it?
Never mind.
Little airplane.
I'll get it. I'll grab it. Don't worry about it.
On top of the little napkin roll.
It's literally right by his.
Going in.
Okay.
Hand me the napkins.
I'm in.
Baby, there we go.
Spoon.
Hey, like touch my chest or something.
Okay.
You feel it?
Touch my chest before you. Oh my
Oh,
God,
hey,
man, dude.
hey.
I almost cursed it.
That was a test.
Just like touch it before, and I'll open my mouth.
Okay. I don't know why I'm responding to you.
Yeah. Good luck
Is he
getting it.
is he in audio
I
isolation?
think he is.
He is
He's
in audio
yelling.
isolation. Now I'm going to reach. I've got a bag of random. I'm going to reach in and randomly
music
choose a
for this.
flavor.
All right, let's go to Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hey, good morning. Happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Matt. So Rafe is going to pull out a jar of baby food.
Matt.
What is the flavor?
Matt, the flavor is sweet
It does smell kinda funny.
peas.
Sweet peas. Okay, so will Baby Moon.
How many guesses does he get?
Well, we're just going to If he gets it, he gets it. If not,
I think he'll get it.
you think he will get it.
Okay.
So Matt is guessing, yes, he will get, what is it, Rafe, again?
Sweet peas.
Sweet peas.
Sweet peas, okay.
I'm stirring it up now.
Stirring it up.
What a great dad.
Matt.
I really hope it's
says-
something fruity and not
Matt
meaty.
says yes. All right, you could take him out of audio isolation.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We don't need you in audio isolation.
I'm just going to take your, well,
Well, I thought you had to tell the flavor to the listener.
we already
you
did.
did. So we're going
Yeah.
We already did.
I'm going to take your,
Oh, no. We're spilling
Lord.
things going on.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to take your headphones off and on. Now I'm going to feed
It's time to
you the
feed Baby
flavor.
Moon. All right, let me get the music going.
I'm ready.
All right, Moon's got his mouth open, and here we go.
Oh, God, this is so bad. It is so much worse than you remember. Oh. Oh.
You have any guesses as to what it
Oh,
could be?
yeah. After it went under my tongue,
Uh-huh.
You
that's
still got it in your mouth.
well, what am I supposed to do with it?
Swallow it.
Swallow it.
No.
You want some more?
Oh, no.
Do you want another scoop?
No.
Try one more.
That's peas.
Our final answer?
Show me P-E-A-S, peas.
Is it peas? Yes, it's peas.
Very
Sweet peas.
What
Sweet
great
peas.
Yeah, right. There's no sweetness.
Congratulations, Matt.
No, that's just
Hey,
that.
thank you.
That like almost like nature's plastic taste that's inside of peas.
Oh, Lord.
All right,
It's
Matt,
just
what do you want?
plastic.
Social Distortion tickets, Incubus tickets, Blue October tickets, or In This Moment tickets?
Social D.
Social D coming up
coming
July
back.
9th at the
Hold still.
pageant. You were going. Hang on, Matt. All right.
Adjust as needed.
Put Moon back in audio isolation, and it's time for Chris in Arnold. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
All right, Chris. Baby Moon is in isolation.
Baby Moon is in isolation. Chris. And the new
All right.
flavor is Gerber Organic for baby carrot.
Carrots. Do you think-
Gerber's Organic
Carrots?
for baby carrot.
Carrots.
I think he'll get that.
Okay. Chris
Okay.
says yes. Okay, let's feed.
Pop that top.
Let's feed Baby Moon. Let's get him out of audio isolation.
He looks terrifying.
There we go.
Terrifying or terrified?
Here we go.
He looks like in the movie The Golden Child, like one with Eddie Murphy, like
Yeah.
one of the bad guys.
It does look like.
I look like a bad guy.
Yeah, you do.
I just feel like you look like you went to the worst ninja school in America.
Right.
And we're like, yes. All right, you got to be. Here's a chopstick. You got to catch flies with your.
All right,
little-
Rafe.
Here it comes.
Here comes the airplane.
Oh, I still taste peas. Oh God.
Got a little on his lip.
What
I
brand?
know.
We'll tell you the brand. It's Gerber.
It's Gerber.
I hate having to swallow this stuff, man.
What is it? What is it? Is it sweet? Is it savory?
No,
Is it
you know what? It's
salty.
like it like coats your teeth and makes the teeth sticky. That's like a. Yeah, once it hits the back of your throat, you know exactly what it is.
Do you
That's
want another-
carrots.
do you want-
No way. That's carrots, dude.
Final answer?
Final answer. CARROTS. Carrots.
Show me carrots. Yes,
Very
carrots.
good.
Yeah.
Carrots.
The man that knows his baby food.
All right, Chris, what do you want?
Blue October.
Blue October. It's a Point Ho-Ho show Saturday night,
Teeth.
December 6th over at
Bye-bye.
Stiefel. Hang on.
All right, let's
Okay.
get
Oh,
serious.
my stomach's starting to turn, man. I don't like this.
All right, let's go to Jeremiah in Union. Hello, Jeremiah.
Hey, good morning.
All right, time to feed Baby Moon. And what do we got this time, Rafe?
Jeremiah, it's time to turn up the heat. One more fruit before I turn up the heat. Organic Gerber Baby butternut squash.
Butternut squash. Do you think he will
No
get
way.
You say no?
Butternut
No.
squash.
Because just remember, he's already had carrots.
And peas.
He's already had peas. So
Right.
what other vegetable could it be? So you said
Yeah.
no.
Squash.
I don't think so.
Okay. So Jeremiah is going no on the squash. And
Another pop.
Here we go.
Here we go.
oh no, Rafe.
Lord! It's so runny. I have to stir
Okay, stir it up. Oh, that is really runny.
That is disgusting.
Did we check the expiration date on that?
Man, my stomach
no
really
need.
is starting to.
No need. No need. Just give it to him.
Hey, listen.
Be quiet, you.
Trust me. I didn't need to check the expiration date when I bought these from the guy in front of Aldi.
There was a guy.
This is Aldi food.
Dude, this is
I mean, it wasn't actually from Aldi. It was a guy in front of Aldi.
It's
selling
trunk.
out of the
It's trunk baby food.
He's basically a baby food Schwanzman. He seemed like a cool guy.
All right.
So Jeremiah's playing.
I gotta stir
Okay,
this up.
please, come on, raspberry.
Here
Come
we
on,
go. All right, baby
banana,
moon, open up. Open.
raspberry.
Here comes the airplane.
Use your nose.
Get your tongue out there.
Oh, that
Num num nums.
tastes like puke, dude.
It looks like puke too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Be glad you have your glasses on.
Man.
Ugh.
Well, baby moon, guess.
Sweet.
No,
Savory.
nothing is sweet. It's all just teeth sticking. Just
Teeth stick. It
mush.
was very thin. It
Yeah,
was
but
very
watery.
thin,
It like
watery.
It's a little watery.
It coats your. Oh man, it's like really cheap, crappy pumpkin filling or something. I'm gonna say pumpkin.
So you're gonna say pumpkin. Do you want to, like, in your mind, what color is it?
It's a orangey. Although it's not as orange as pumpkin. Maybe it's some sort of squash or it's something. It's a gourd of some sort. This is.
maybe-
I'm gonna say pumpkin.
Gorgeous.
So how many
Show-
guesses do I get?
You get whatever. I mean, just
Show me pumpkin.
Settling on pumpkin. Show me pumpkin. No,
No, not pumpkin. Then it's butternut squash.
it is butternut squash.
Yeah,
But
baby.
Jeremiah said you would not get it, and he was correct. Jeremiah,
That's good.
it's good.
Very good.
The fact that you got butternut squash on the second try, I
It's
thought
a-
there was 0% you were gonna get that.
Dude, it's a gourd of some sort. My stomach is getting
It's a gourd.
really weird.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a gourd of
fermenting.
some
Well,
sort.
I can tell you this: it's a gourd.
Jeremiah, what do you want?
Blue October ticket.
Blue October, you're going. Hang on one second.
It was like halfway pumpkin. So if it wasn't pumpkin, it has to be.
That's a great guess.
It was jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, I'm
It
starting.
was
to
rotted
burp now.
pumpkin. It's December and the pumpkin's still on the porch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It smelled.
melted.
It smelled like the nasty November porch.
All right, let's get it back in audio isolation.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. Coming at you. Here you go.
Coming at you with the headphones. Back in
Headphones.
audio isolation. We are feeding Baby Moon.
Feeding baby moon.
All right, Steven. Hello.
Come on, give me something.
All right,
Sweetness,
Steven.
baby.
Here we go. Rafe is going into the bag and pulling out
Granny
another
Smith apple.
All right.
flavor. And here we
He's,
go.
he's done pretty well with the vegetables, so let's move on to some protein.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
This is Gerber's Baby's First Deli Ham.
Oh, deli ham.
Will Baby Moon know ham when he tastes it? And it has ham with turkey. It has ham and gravy.
Oh, ham and
We will
gravy.
accept ham.
It says ham and gravy, and it has a picture of ham with brown turkey gravy on it.
Okay, Steven, ham. Will he get it?
I say no.
No ham!
Jamming over here.
What?
Don't give it away.
He can't hear.
Learn, what do you think?
I don't think he's going to get it.
I don't.
I think the gravy's going to throw him off. It's going to
Scott,
taste
what do
like
you
some
think?
sort of weirdness.
Ham.
I mean, he's done pretty good so far, but yeah, I think it's gonna be such a strange.
I need to clean the
Palate, I'm
spoon.
gonna
I
say
need
no.
to clean the palate for him. It's going to be a lot of mixed flavors.
All right, I don't think he's gonna get this. I think he's gonna guess turkey.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, I
thinking
would
too.
guess.
He's gonna guess turkey or chicken.
Because nobody has gravy with ham, right?
Ham and gravy, I guess.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh no, you're right. It's turkey.
Well, Moon's about to have it.
Okay, let's go. Steven says no. Let's feed Baby Moon. All right, coming out of isolation.
Yeah. Dude, I just
Let you know I was coming.
I just cleared my throat, and it is it's just baby food phlegm.
You're,
Hey, can I ask what level are these? Aren't there? Isn't there like level 1, level 2? What are you laughing about?
I think these are level
this is
ones.
level 0, brother.
No, these are smooth.
Yes, they're all for
They're all
toothless
yeah
people.
for kids without typhus.
Why is the giggling?
Nothing, dude. Sometimes I open these
Because-
up and I'm having fun, man. I'm like being a dad,
Oh
okay?
God, I hate this. Hey,
I
no,
miss my kids.
no weird things. This is a Gerber thing.
Yeah, these
It's
are
a
all
Gerber
Okay.
product.
Moon.
I wanna make sure.
Swear.
We blended these ourselves.
I wouldn't do that to you, man.
I'm just making.
Again,
I
there's
know
a
it seems
code.
like I would, but I wouldn't. There's a code. You're trusting me blindfolded.
Okay, here we go. Open up.
Open up.
Open up.
Here it comes.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
What is going on?
Yummo.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Oh.
I'm a
man.
vomit.
So it's good.
I can't. It's on my tongue.
Right.
I don't want to move it around.
I think you need to let it coat your palate.
You gotta really let it. You gotta really
Dude,
top notes.
dude, it's like,
What is this now? Describe. What?
oh my God.
What do we got here?
What are
We
the
got.
top notes that you're getting in there?
Oh my God, that's ground turkey. It's like straight up. I can't. Oh. It's as if someone dropped turkey on the floor and then put it up into a shredder and put it in my face. And that is old turkey.
So I'm gonna need a guess.
Oh God.
Oh.
Hang on, you got to give me a track can.
Give this man a trash can.
I'm gagging for real.
Here we go.
Uh,
Make sure you spit in it. Yeah. Oh!
Oh, that's worse than the jelly bean.
Oh God.
Oh God.
This game has got.
Where's the
sideways.
microphone?
Oh no! Okay.
Oh God.
Just remember, by the way, this is what you feed your kids.
So be.
I'm gonna throw it, man. Hold on.
Oh, I can't.
Oh.
No way.
I'm so serious. This is so bad, dude. I can't see it.
Why did I look in there?
Give me a trash can. Give me a trash can.
You guys are gross.
Oh.
Come on.
Show me old turkey. Show me old turkey.
Oh. Rafe.
I can't. I'm crying.
Show me old turkey. No.
Oh, what is... okay.
Ham.
Hang on, let me...
Ham.
Oh man.
It's ham?
Ham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Oh my God, man.
Way
Steven.
to go, Stephen.
Rafe smells breath.
Oh.
It smells like thrown
stinks
up
in here.
ham in here.
Dude, you're right. You're right, it's old ham. Ugh.
Just smell the baby. I opened it. I almost gagged.
Oh, God.
There's just something off.
That's so bad. That's so bad. Oh.
I did not anticipate that I was on the Okay.
Yeah.
That was great.
Why is that so
I
bad?
highly recommend. I think there's
you
just
feed-
something about.
I need some water or something.
Give
If
her
you
a
give
whiff.
this to your kids,
Take a whiff
it's
of that.
child abuse.
I know you're not a pig eater.
That's if you give that to your
You're a
kids,
pig
child
sniffer.
abuse.
Now that you say ham, that's all I
Like my
got.
cat's food. This is what tuna pops smell like for the kids. For the cats.
Yeah. That's kinda
You want to
like
give this
it.
to your cats?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Dude, you're right. It is straight up ham. That is horrible ham.
Steven, hello.
All right.
What do you want?
Blue October.
Tell me it gets
Blue
better.
October, you're going. Hang on.
Dude, that,
Oh, that's very bad. Does anybody want? I'm going to throw this in the garbage. You want?
that got worse
Scott
and
wants
worse and worse.
Scott, you want to come and smell this?
I think the smell and watching it come out of his mouth really got me. Man, that was crazy.
Oh.
Whew. Okay.
Okay, next. Mike, hello.
I hope that was worth it.
Hey, good morning, Risho.
All right, Mike, hello. All right, next flavor.
How many do we have left?
How many?
How many are we going to do?
3. Okay. Well, Mike,
Let's
And then Justin and
I
Lucy's
like
next.
that was hard on him.
yeah, let's go easier.
That was hard on me.
Yeah, do like a fruit. Do like a nice, like a. Do you have an
dude.
apricot one? Those are the best.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Apricot's great.
Apricot's
All
great.
right, here we go. Oh, man, I can't handle another one. Personally. This is Gerber Organic for Baby. Apple, strawberry, and beet.
If he just gets one flavor.
I
right?
said any combo flavors will take one, unless if he nails it.
If he nails it, Mike, I'll give you tickets for all of it, all the events.
If he nails,
Oh, yeah, Moon.
we're about 2 out of 3.
No, if he nails,
he gets to get all 3.
If he gets all 3, Mike gets everything.
All right, there you go. But you got to bet on him.
Yeah, I bet on him that he's going to get it.
All right. Well, if he gets 1, you get 1 pair of tickets.
Right, yeah.
If he gets everything, including the beat. I mean, the beat's going to be. He's never going to get.
That'd be amazing if he gets
Be
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, hang on 1 second.
Get every
And
trace of ham
let's-
off this spoon.
Why don't you get him a new spoon?
I got him covered. Don't worry about it, man. I got it covered over here. I'm
Okay.
a good dad. Chill.
Well, it's time to feed Baby Moon.
The way you're grabbing him, Rafe, is fantastic. You look like Harambe with the 3-year-old that we were talking about earlier.
Very loving.
Dude, John Kowski comes in and shoots me. He's like, Ray finally got a hold of Moon. We had to do it.
Tell me it's going in a better direction.
It is.
Well, we'll
I'm
see.
not trying to torture you, man. I promise.
I know.
This one is going to be
Pleasant.
It's all for the
I was
show.
like, let's do one for...
This will be a
I'm not going to do back-to-back
palate cleanser.
meats. Let's put it that way.
Oh, dude, I can't clear the
I
ham.
know.
I only swallowed
I can't clear the ham.
20% of
Podcast
it.
title, I can't
Oh,
clear
God,
the ham.
that trash can's got to get the hell out of here,
It
too.
does.
I can't deal with
You
this.
want to look in there. Don't look in there. I looked in there and I threw up.
Get it out of
What
here.
color was that?
Take a
Can I
seat.
ask?
It was
Pink.
flesh colored, okay?
Oh.
Literally, yeah, dude. It was the...
It was flesh
Epidermis
color.
color.
That's way
yeah,
worse.
it was... Yes, it was foreskin colored.
It was like if you took a Caucasian and blended her up, and that's what color it was.
Those are not. It's not. Looking at the ingredients, it's 90% foreskin.
Yeah, it was 90%.
Oh my
pig
gosh!
Foreskin.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop making visuals to a
Okay,
guy that
now,
has his
while
eyes
you're,
closed.
While you're thinking about foreskin with your eyes closed,
Come on.
come on, here comes Papa. Here comes Papa.
Give it to him.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
all right, we're into that.
Probably tastes great comparatively.
Yeah. That's Oh, it's gonna make me vomit too. Hang on.
What?
The
Why
ham,
are we?
because the ham is starting to mix.
I cleaned the spoon thoroughly, so you know.
Oh man.
Oh man, indeed.
I bet you this is delightful without the other stuff.
The ham aftertaste.
You got the ham burner.
Give me some more, Dad.
Oh.
Baby
For
loves
seconds,
it.
huh?
Excuse me, Dad.
Open up.
More.
All right, okay.
More, please.
All right, okay.
More,
It's
please.
coming. Calm down. Don't throw things.
Man.
You know, I'd love for Steve Chapman of the Blues to walk in right now.
Me too.
Me too.
Executive Vice
I'd
President.
give him a
of the
little
Blues.
bit.
You know, that's it almost tastes like a blend
Okay.
with blueberries on top. And it's either
gonna
raspberry
tell
and
you
blueberry. Is it a blend?
I'm going to tell you this.
Tell him.
Is there
It's
two
a
fruits?
blend, and we decided ahead of time. There could be 2, could be 3, could be 4. Don't know.
Okay.
But if you guess all fruits or vegetables in the blend,
Okay.
we said we'd give him
Mike
a
gets
ticket to
all the
everything.
tickets.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a berry blend in there, maybe a hint of banana, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
Do you want to tell? Do you want to tell him how many? We'll just tell him.
Yeah, tell me how many.
3.
then I'm gonna
If
say
you nail 3.
show me blueberry, banana, and raspberry.
Blueberry, banana, raspberry. No.
You got 0 of the 3 fruits.
None of the 3.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God.
Are you
You,
serious?
you had 3 tries and got 0 of 3 fruits. It is apple, strawberry, and beet.
I was gonna say you gotta give me
Mike.
another one.
That's crazy.
Well, what a disaster.
You danced around it.
But it was good.
Man, you got all around it.
What was it? Apple?
Apple, strawberry, beet. You said blueberry, banana, and what was the last one?
Raspberry. I was going to say
Raspberry.
strawberry instead, but what a fool.
You hit every berry.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
Halle Berry.
All right, back in isolation.
Coming at you. Let you adjust.
Okay, let's go to Justin. Hello, Justin.
Thank you for the palate cleanser.
Good morning, Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Rafe will reach his hand into the bag of tricks,
right.
pulling out more baby food.
Give me one more.
All right, what do we got here, Rafe?
Well, I got a little bit of. Let's keep it in the fruit category. This is Gerber Organic for Baby banana.
Straight banana.
Just straight
Oh,
up
he's
banana.
going to get that.
Oh, he says.
Yeah,
he's
this
gonna
would be
get it.
easy.
I feel like this is right in his wheelhouse.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude has a
okay.
banana every day.
Yeah, he does. He's a banana head. All right, let's get moving out of isolation.
Wow, that was quick.
Over here, buddy.
That was quick.
Okay.
Somebody really believes in you.
Yeah. Oh, do they think I'm going to get it?
Yes. Justin believes in you.
All right.
Believes in baby.
Justin, this is for you, dude.
Justin believes in baby moon.
All right, Rafe's going to wipe off. He's wiping off the
Wiping
spoon.
off the spoon. I'm not touching the spoon with my hands, by the way, in case you were curious.
Oh, man, you could have got a
Stirring
new
it up.
spoon after that ham.
Oh, that is thin, too.
It's kind of chunky.
Chunky or thin?
Oh,
Which
what-
is it?
Well, it's
Well,
now
for
that
my-
I've stirred it, it's kind of chunky. You like chunky, baby?
I am
Daddy, baby,
I am
like
a,
chunky?
I am a chunky
You a
baby.
chunky baby?
More, please.
Who's Daddy's chunky baby?
More, please.
Daddy's chunky baby.
Just give him the food, for God's sakes.
Good question.
Come on, man. We're having a good time.
Uh-oh, here comes the
Dad,
bulldozer
throw it
for
up
Daddy's
again.
chunky baby.
Num num.
That one really hit. That one's tangy. Wow, you gave baby a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry about
Yummy.
that.
Good thing you got that bib on.
Had a big chunk on it, and I figured I'd give you the chunk.
This has 2 fruits in it.
No.
What?
No, it's a one.
say that.
It's a single note.
Should be a one and done.
Really?
Yeah, it's a. You want another taste?
More, please.
Is it? I mean, is it bad?
Dad,
That's why you're a chunky baby. You tend to
give me,
eat your
give
feelings.
me.
Baby eats his feelings. Here's another chunk coming at you.
Is it good?
Yeah, kinda.
I bet it's good.
You know, this has interesting hints. It's not right on. It's tropical. Show me for Justin all the tickets mango.
Show me mango. No.
You're gonna kick yourself. It is.
Banana.
Banana.
That's banana?
He was so
And
excited.
mango?
He goes, he eats bananas every day.
They don't taste like that. That's tangy as a mug, man. What the heck?
these bananas. I don't know where they got these bananas from. Harambe doesn't like these bananas.
Hey, seriously, do you have other spoons?
Yeah.
You guys try this and close your eyes. Tell me it doesn't taste exactly like a mango.
No, I'm good.
What do you mean?
There you go, banana boy.
I just had ham. I just vomited ham.
I did too.
Oh, Lern's
He's
too
gonna use
good
the
for
vomit spoon.
bananas.
Try it. I got a clean spoon over there. Try this thing. It is that's mango, dude. Close your eyes.
Give me
That's,
some of
that's
that
not
banana.
banana. I think they bottled it wrong. I think we've got a lawsuit here.
Let me see that
What's
banana.
the date on the bottle?
I mean,
That's not banana. That's mango.
I could taste banana.
You're out of your mind. It's tango mango.
That's banana.
Guys,
That's a good
It's
banana.
it's.
Are you
it's
using
a
your
really
eyes?
good banana.
you can't look at the color.
Hey, Mr.
I know.
Baby
Well, you know,
Moon,
now we
baby
have-
me banana.
We're in our heads. We know it's banana.
I was
Maybe
doing
that's
so
a
well.
bias.
That's part of it. Anytime your brain is prepped for
What's in
something,
this?
you're going to expect it. So that I actually trust
You know
Moon's
what?
palate
It's
a
got
little more.
You know what it is? It's the lemon. There's lemon juice in here.
That's where the tang's coming in.
Well, then
Is that
I
ingredients
got
on the
it
back?
right.
Organic banana, organic lemon juice concentrate.
That
I
must
bet
be
you
the tang.
That's what it is.
The lemon ruined
Well,
Moon's
definitely.
banana.
You combine those 2 fruits and you make a mango.
It's not bad. It's good.
It's not a bad
That's,
point.
that's why I had 2 or 3 cups. Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome.
All right, one
son.
final contestant. Here we go. Let's
right.
go to Jared in Arnold. Good morning, Jared.
Hey guys, happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Rafe.
Final contestant.
Final contestant.
All right.
remember that there's other stuff in there, preservatives.
In a small twist of fate, I'm out of fruit.
Oh no.
So we're going to do this. I found these, and these are very, very interesting to me. Gerber Mealtime for Baby Little Chicken Sticks.
Oh, little chicken sticks.
So this is not a paste. These look like little Vienna sausages
Oh my God.
encapsulated in water.
Ew.
He's gonna kill you.
Oh, no. Those
They're
are like
called,
pickled.
Little Chicken Sticks. Or if you guys if you don't want me to do that, I do have other.
You know what?
Soft food.
Let's let Jared pick.
Jared.
How about you give Jared the options and let's
I
see.
feel like Moon is gonna hate the chicken sticks. What do you got as baby food?
Well, it's the rest of baby food is all meat flavored as well, so it's up to you.
Is there any tuna?
what are
So
the other
let's go with
flavors?
the meat flavored baby food because you know he's gonna hate the chicken sticks.
What do we got?
Well, I'm doing this under protest because I really wanted to eat one of these chicken sticks.
We've abused him.
All right, fine.
Yeah,
Give him the
you
chicken
abused
sticks.
him.
Give him the chicken sticks.
There we go.
He said it.
Learn-
God, people are so easy to just turn.
let the record know.
He's not gonna get it.
Since when are you all heart?
Right.
These might be good.
Is this because it's your baby moon?
good.
Is that what it is?
Because Moon's my baby.
Well, here's his other option. His other option is chicken paste,
Oh,
Yeah, why don't you pick Riz?
turkey and gravy paste, or turkey and turkey broth.
I mean, we're vomiting no matter what.
okay.
The chicken stick is
Yeah,
actually
chicken stick.
probably, at least it's solid. I'm not putting
Can I see the ingredients?
in the chicken stick?
Chicken stick.
Yeah, take a look.
I mean, those things look like
Banana
pickled little smokies.
Yeah.
They look like baby fingers, dude.
Ground chicken, water, whey protein,
Feel like y'all are taking forever.
canola oil, salt.
Oh, mooners.
Oh boy. I mean, all right.
Okay.
Okay. Chicken sticks. Jared, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think we're
He's
all going to be throwing up
he's
here in
gonna be
about
very
5
angry here.
seconds.
Okay. Let's get the music going.
Yo.
It's time to feed Baby Moon.
Yeah.
Baby Moon,
Yeah. I feel,
you trust your papa?
Daddy, I have to go to the bathroom. Are you going to change my yellow diaper?
What?
I think the diaper might turn brown.
Oh, what does that mean? Is that a clue? We had just turned the direction in the to fruit and pleasantries.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We're out of fruit.
Oh, tell me it's cheesecake or something. Why are you giggling under your breath, guys?
No, it's.
right.
I'm just having a great time.
Is it? Am I going to need a trash can?
I don't think
I mean, just know where it is. I think
Listen.
knowing where it is always good.
Just know this.
Oh, I smell.
Just know this. Daddy thinks you're going to be a big boy, and you're ready for a little bit of big boy food.
There's no way this is level 1. It smells like
No,
level
this is
3
not
or 4.
level 1. This is we're at a level
This is
3.
at level.
This is like
This is a Gerber graduate. I will tell
slowly
you
hot
that.
dogs.
This is a Gerber graduate.
Gerber graduate. So I got
Love you
pull-ups
so
on
much,
right now?
Baby Moon, we love you.
You got pull-ups on.
This is a Gerber graduate moment. Your daddy believes in you. You're ready to. You're ready to get a big boy bike.
Seriously, I got to go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna get you a race car bed, and I'm gonna get you out of the crib.
My bowels are moving right now, dude.
Just feed 'em.
I'm telling you.
Here comes the B-52 bomber. Open wide. This is a mission.
What was that?
Hold on, open up.
What was that? It wasn't a
Spit it
spoon.
out.
It is a spoon. It's a
It is
Gerber
a
graduate.
spoon.
Just-
What
It's
was
a Gerber
that?
We're graduates.
You gotta taste it. You gotta have it to taste.
It's a chunk of meat.
It's okay. You're doing so good.
You're doing
good,
great.
bud. You're a big boy.
You're doing good.
You got it,
Yo,
Moon.
You're such a big boy.
that's waterlogged chicken. What the heck? It's almost chicken noodle soup, but it's not.
I'm going to need an answer.
It's only chicken noodle soup.
There you go. You know what?
We're gonna give it to
I
him.
give it
give
to
it
him.
to him?
Yeah, you got it.
I'm sorry.
Dude. Waterlogged chicken is exactly what that is.
Man, he nailed it.
Hey, Rafe, taste it yourself. See what it.
Good faith.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be
Oh.
good.
That is
Can't see your face on the microphone.
yeah.
I didn't got
That
you
is
back. I
so
thought you were
nasty.
taking your glasses
That
off.
is
You can
so
take the glasses
nasty.
That was the last one. You can take them off.
Oh, thank goodness. Give me a napkin. I'm
Oh,
drool.
my
Hey,
God.
I got a
Yeah,
bib.
bib.
This is
Oh. Yo, seeing it after.
Hey, Lil
It's
Sticks.
worse. Oh.
Gerber graduate Lil Sticks.
Did you see? Did you get a close up on these? things?
Yeah.
Yeah, little baby
They're
fingers.
fine
dude.
when you just see them, but if you taste them,
Hey, these are babies. These are for divorced babies. They're babies Vienna sausages. These are for when babies get a divorce and have to go live by themselves.
It
in
is
a
chicken.
studio.
Chicken
It is
sticks.
chicken. You got it.
And you
Oh,
killed
I
it.
did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
literally,
So good.
when you said that's a waterlogged chicken stick, I go, bro,
That's
you
good
talk
enough.
about nailing it.
I mean, it was.
The way you spit the first one out, the way your body just rejected
Hey, you know what?
it.
I just, I read the ingredients and it's fine. It's,
We did.
What do you mean it's fine? I mean, we're feeding it to babies. I'm assuming.
There was no.
There's no weird stuff in there,
Yeah, we looked.
Like what would be weird?
like beeholes,
Like what?
like chicken beeholes.
Oh, I was not going to tell you that anyway. What was? I kind of want to.
May.
Pardon me. I just kind of want to check the colors of all this different stuff.
Here's the
nailed it.
banana
Apples.
The
one.
butternut
Strawberry
squash was
beet.
exactly the color you thought.
The banana one is looks like banana.
Wow, it does. And when you see the color of it, and then you had that, I'm sure you can see banana.
That's your foreskin colored ham that you ate.
That is that stuff is so nasty.
nightmare. Get that out of here.
So nasty. What level was that? There's no way they're giving that to newborns. Oh, ham and gravy. Ham and gravy. You didn't mention that.
Disgusting.
Ham and gravy. Again, if you give that to your kid, it's child abuse.
Actually,
I'm gonna
that
call
is newborn
child
food in
abuse.
Nebraska.
It says sitter second food, so you can't eat this till you're sitting up.
Oh. Well, Moon, you did
You're a
great,
big
by the
boy.
way.
You
did
did
really great, big
Thanks.
boy.
Yeah, I feel funny.
You did
My-
great.
My stomach is turning in weird ways.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations
Very good.
to Moon. You did great.
Thanks, guys.
We'll take a break here.
You want
Maybe
traffic?
Moon's all grown up.
Lern's going to do traffic and weather. It is 8:53. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. If you need some extra cash, Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Like Golden Oak Lending.
Can you smell the chicken?
Cure your blues. Yes, I
Oh,
can.
bleh.
Yes, I would like to
Bleh.
vomit. We have a stalled vehicle westbound 44 just past Vanaventer. Emergency vehicles westbound 40 just past
Stinks.
McKnight. The right lane is closed there with the right shoulder closed. Your weather today, we're going to get up to 95. Obviously, this heat advisory still in full effect.
This is a swamp ass alert.
77 tonight. Super hot out there. It's 83 degrees.
News next. I'm good, everybody. All right? After
My stomach is a little
Baby
weird.
Moon's feeding session.
My stomach is a little weird, to be honest.
yeah.
I swallowed just enough levels. You know, crawling, sitting,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
They used to be level 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's like sitting. Like they're different.
You did
labels
great.
now.
Yeah.
It was such a
Yeah, I
ridiculous
did
game.
notice that. Now it's sitting, crawling.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
There's no like numbers on it.
The place
The
smells
ham was
right.
brutal, but now it smells like bleach in a public pool.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I know Lern bleached the place.
any new parents out there
I can't stand gross smells.
that have tried that ham thing with your kids, do the kids like that? I can't imagine the kid
know.
getting, vegetables and fruit and all that kind of stuff, and then you hitting them with that ham and gravy one, and them not going, "Bleh!"
Oh,
They've never
What
had
is that?
food before, though, so they probably just don't know any better, They're like, all right, I'll do
Listen,
this.
we're going to have Steve Chapman, who is the executive vice president of the Blues, stopping by to talk about them unveiling their new primary uniforms, inspired by the Winter Classic jerseys. So the big Blues announcement today. They're updating the Blue Note, new primary colors. Steve Chapman's going to come in probably closer to 10 o'clock. We should probably get Donnie in here too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
See if Donnie's around. We'll get him in too. Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Schicker Auto Group, your headquarters for American-made Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeeps, plus a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Shop local. Visit shopschicker.com.
All right, ladies, he's sitting down because, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Nordstrom will be closing at the Galleria. I know.
Oh, no. I am
sorry you
upset.
have to find out this way.
That's actually a nice, like one of the better stores.
I'm sorry,
I love
Scott.
Nordstrom. That's where the Chanel counter is.
Was that the one earlier you said used to be meat and something fair?
Yes. Nordstrom, no, just in the Galleria. They got other
They still got the
locations
West
open.
County one and all
Yeah,
that.
just the one at the Galleria.
But that's close to my house.
Just the one at the Galleria, buddy. You'd have to go to West County, okay?
No way.
Butter and
That's
meat.
too far away. It's a dumb one.
Does anybody go to Galleria anymore?
Yeah.
No, Lern and I were talking about this before the
Helium.
show. Besides Helium.
Right. That's the only reason I go to the Galleria. Unfortunately, I go to the West County Mall.
No,
That's my mall.
I went to Nordstrom a few times.
Well, you have until the end of the summer. They're closing August 24th. According to a Nordstrom spokesperson, the store in Richmond Heights closing August 24th. The spokesperson said after its lease ends, it would not be profitable to renew. So Nordstrom still operates, the West County Center one and De Pere. They also got the two Nordstrom Rack locations, one in Manchester, one in Brentwood. The one at the Galleria will be replaced by a Dick's House of Sport. That's right, Dick's House of Sport.
Fancy.
I'll say it again, Bono. You look confused. Dick's House of Sport.
I mean, is it about Dick Sports or is it?
It reads here, Dick's House of Sport.
Oh, a competitor. So a disruptor.
So, well, I guess in the Galleria, I guess it's a bunch of stores have gone, such as Forever 21, Anthropologie's out of there, GameStop, Aveda.
Oh man,
All the good ones.
Yeah. But it's been buoyed by some openings like JD Sports, Luxman, Savage Fenty, Barnes & Noble opened up over there. So,
Yep.
okay.
And supposedly Sabaros has opened up again in the
Whoa.
food court.
Get out of here. That's excellent
Authentic
I
news.
haven't
York
gone
City
to
pizza.
prove it yet, but
All right, what do all these things have in common? Ready? A church basement, Joanne Fabrics, a bingo hall, Golden Corral.
Cool old ladies.
Grandma.
You're close.
cheers.
Old people smell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mothballs. Joanne Fabric does not smell like an old lady.
Old people smell. Old people smell is a real thing. What is being kicked around?
We're having a fun time over here.
The puke can.
Oh. Old people smell is a real thing.
For sure.
And if you shut your eyes and really concentrate, we all know what it smells like.
Yeah.
I like the smell of an old basement.
It doesn't have to be fully bad.
You know
I like an
what?
old
I
basement,
wrote
too.
down what I think old person smell is. Okay, it's combo. It's a mix of mothballs, decorative soaps, cabbage soup, and unwrapped butterscotch candies.
Yeah, not all bad things. There's this dude. By the way, it smells really funny in here.
I think there's some medicated ointment in there somewhere.
Do you want me to spray some girl spritz? I
There
have
was,
some.
yeah, go for it. There was this dude. Yeah, we have a guest coming in. They're about to smell this
Right.
nastiness.
Steve Chapman's gonna
I used to work at a place where I had to go from dock to dock to dock. And one of the guys that ran one of the docks, he ran it alone because nobody would work with him because he didn't shower and some other stuff. And he was older, I'm going to say like 50s or 60s, but looked older than that, if you know what I'm saying. But this dude smelled like if a nursing home just went around like getting everybody's dead skin cells off of them and leaving
yes,
them around.
please.
He smelled
Nursing homes.
like skin cells.
Nursing homes have a very specific. Nursing homes smell like the Gerber ham.
Yeah, why
kinda,
does
but
it smell like that?
I think it's a mix of the food,
I
the,
think it's-
the
and
diapers,
and the people.
Yeah, and the people.
What did you just spray in here?
Dolce & Gabbana.
It's lovely.
Instant headache.
What?
Oh,
it's
dude,
devotion.
Come on, we're trying to mask all that monstrous stuff that was happening before. But yeah, man, I still remember this one guy, and I've never smelled another smell anywhere
Well,
near
old
what this
people
guy
smell
smelled
is a
like.
real thing, and technically it's a body odor, but it's not hygiene related. There's a compound called 2-nonenthal. I'm sorry, there's no T in there.
That was a pitcher for the Cardinals in the 80s.
Compound called 2-nonenal.
Two, not at all.
Nonenal. ENAL. 2-nonenal. It's created by chemicals in the body breaking down over time.
Oh my
old
gosh, it's literally decomposing.
Yeah, you're decomposing. Old people secrete this stuff, which produces their smell.
Yeah, and unfortunately, women go first because I read that as we go through perimenopause and then eventually menopause, that we will all start to smell like onions.
What?
Well,
Look it up.
Maybe it's this 2-nonenal thing.
That's why you think that you smell soup. Old people
Cabbage soup.
Yeah.
There's a chance we could do something about it. A report says eating mushrooms up to 4 times a week might help eliminate old people smell,
There you go.
especially shiitake, oyster, and butt mushrooms. There are 2 rare compounds found in those mushrooms. They work from within the body to combat the formation of 2-nonenal. If you don't like mushrooms, there are mushroom extracts you could try out, or possibly adding more legumes, peas, and soy to your diet. So if your grandma or grandfather stinks, start feeding them mushrooms.
Eat them, man. Life is crazy, isn't it?
There's been a massive data breach making headlines. 16 billion passwords have been leaked online on what experts are calling the largest password leak in history. Anybody else read about this?
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw this, but I was like,
I've
whatever,
changed
man.
mine
you
on a
did?
couple of them.
So the breach has impacted logins for a lot of major platforms, Google, Apple, Facebook, many more, potentially putting millions of people at risk. According to cybersecurity researchers, the leaked data includes usernames and passwords for everything from social media and email to VPNs, even some government services. This isn't just a case of old passwords resurfacing. Researchers say much of the info is new and highly usable, making it a blueprint for mass exploitation.
Jeez.
And cyber criminals are getting this stuff.
So when are these companies going to have to start paying us for this huge
Also,
flaw in their systems.
why are we all getting these stupid two-factor authentication then? I thought that was supposed to help things. Allegedly not. Right?
Allegedly.
Well, it's going to help for when this happens.
Yeah, so
But
you'll start
everybody's been
getting things and it'll say, like, are you the one in Turkey trying to...
Yeah, the
You're like,
passport.
no,
the
I'm not.
passwords have been compromised. And if you
Right.
don't have two-factor, then that's all they need.
Well, stolen login credentials are already being traded on the dark web, giving scammers opportunities for identity theft, fraud, and blackmail. Experts are warning that because so many people reuse the same passwords on multiple sites, a breach like this can quickly snowball into a major security headache. Many of these leaks aren't simply the result of hackers breaking into secure systems. Sometimes it's as easy as somebody leaving their credentials unprotected up in the cloud.
Gosh.
And that's why both companies and regular users are being urged to step up their cybersecurity. What should you do? Change your passwords. Choose strong, unique passwords for each service. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. And consider using a password manager and dark web monitoring tools to keep your info safe. Remember, staying vigilant, guys, is the best defense against cybercrime.
I don't understand. These companies should just offer that for us for free. They're going to make us pay now for this extra stuff, so are they the ones that are purposely leaking this?
Scott,
No, man, it's Section 230 and all that kind of stuff. They all have these protections from the 90s.
Yeah, they need to pay up.
That is your news. Change your password. You cannot use, Scott, I'm sorry. I'm going to give out Scott's passwords. Chunky Donut Lover 69420. That's Scott's password for everything.
Dude, I've had that since 5th grade.
Time to change it. We'll take a break. Your emails are next. All right, we got time for an email. Moon, what do we got?
Well, let's see. Let's start with emails being brought to you by, well, Garage Door giving you trouble. Call Glenn Brothers Garage at 618-900-4239 or glennbrothers.com. We have this email, and Lern, I think you're going to be stoked. It says, first off, Lern, I love you and your cackle.
Thanks.
Also,
Cackle. Nice.
the Chewy impression was the best thing I have ever heard. It happened months ago, but it's the greatest. As a female, longtime listener of The Point, I totally appreciate you on this man show. Don't let the muggles get you down.
Yeah.
Riz, I watched Don't Look Up on Moon's recommendation, and totally, you need to watch it. My hubby likes to hang for about 20 minutes and when I watch something, and then he conks out on the couch. But when I watched this, he sat up straight and actually poured a beer to hang out and watch the entire movie with me after the first 10 minutes. Love the show. 3 out of 5 stars. Natalie from Afton, Missouri.
All right, well, we're going to put those compliments in our pockets, okay?
Yes. Thank you, Natalie.
We love your cackle, Learn. And give me a Chewy impression. That's good. That's enough. Thank you. Hey, before we wrap things up today, first off, we called in the big gun. Donnie Fandango joins us.
Yeah! I gotta tell you, that's the first and only time I've ever been called that in my life, and I love it.
The big gun?
Donnie Big Gun Fandango.
And joining us, Executive Vice President of your St. Louis Blues, Mr. Steve Chapman, a.k.a. Chappie. And I tell you what, big things happening in the world of the Blues today. Because you guys unveiled what? I don't know. Do you do the announcement? Go ahead.
Well, it's remixed, remastered, reborn. It's really the unveiling of the next phase of blues branding. And, you know, for us, it's honoring our past. It's honoring the heritage of the St. Louis Blues, which is, you know, commendable and massive. But it's really about moving forward and doing that in a way so that we can compete and we can try to do our best to bring the next Stanley Cup to St. Louis.
So basically, you guys have unveiled new primary colors for your St. Louis Blues, which are now the white and the winter classic blue.
Well, it's the color that we have been calling heritage blue for years, right? Since the winter classic. But what's interesting about it right now, it's a PMS color. But what the league has told us is don't be shocked with very brief amount of time period, and we might as well start it now. Just call it St. Louis Blue because that's what we wanted.
That's
yes.
what we call
I like
it then.
that.
Yeah. We're calling it St. Louis Blue then. The music, Donnie,
Yeah,
Am I
man.
right?
I love, too, that all of the information that came from the Blues about these jerseys today came with the actual, like, sort of color number or like, the particular exact shade of what both of them are. But I just love them because I like that it is modernized a bit, but also that's that's a classic Blues logo, a classic Blues sweater. Like, I love everything about it. Everything.
Yes, you do.
So we're calling it Heritage Blue. So the new home jerseys will be the Heritage Blue jersey.
Well, let's call it St. Louis Blue, though, right?
Damn it.
It's all right. We're just still getting there.
Okay,
you've done.
St. Louis Blue.
This is very new.
You just decreed it, dude.
So the new home jersey will be the St. Louis Blue. The away will be the white, and then the third jersey will be the
We're calling that Festus White.
Festus White, and Herculaneum Blue. What are we calling now the older jerseys as the third jersey?
That's a great question. We might need you guys' help with this.
Somebody chat GPT.
Dark blue.
Dark blue.
But you know what is great? Like, and we thought this through too. We didn't want the note's iconic, and that sweater is iconic. We didn't want it to go away.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't want fans to go, oh great, now nothing that I have it's all obsolete. No, it's not. It's part of our system. It's
Right.
our third sweater, so still there.
Okay, so and you guys have sharpened up the actual blue note a little bit.
That's
So-
right.
So it's sharper edges. Am I right? by saying
Sharper
that?
edges, and now you're getting into we need our design team in here because what I found out that I really didn't know is in a digital world, like a lot of these old logos, they start to lose the lines and things like that. So you really have to bolden the strokes that are in the note, the wing itself.
Yeah.
And once we got into that, I'm like, wow. I mean, I just learned a lot about brand design and everything else. Brenda Wilbur and her team were all into that, did a great job. But yeah, it's now a kind of a bolder, cleaner, stronger logo.
So I'm wearing the old logo hat. So and it's got kind of a rounded. The edge of the wings are kind of rounded. Now they're sharp, really cool looking. Also, new tertiary logos.
Right, and we're really excited about this. So the note, as we all know, iconic, right? But one thing that we've struggled with is we didn't have any secondary marks, things for our fans to wear beyond the note. And so it really started with how do we come up with an STL, something that says St. Louis.
Yeah.
And everything we tried for years, we went through a couple of design firms, did some work ourselves. It reminded us of the Cardinals, or candidly, it was just boring. So we did some work with a company called Rare, and they're out of a little town just south of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And they didn't know anything about hockey, but what they knew about was Delta blues music.
Yeah.
And when they came back with that STL with the treble clef on it, I mean, we looked right at it and we're just like, that's it. And
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we haven't had ice down here in the Cool Age. We know music.
So these new tertiary marks. So you got the STL, the floor, and the river music. Looks like a trumpet pointing upwards. When can people get their hands on this stuff?
Well, this stuff you can get your hands on right now. Just go to stlauthentics.com or come by the team store downtown and knock yourself out, right? Have at it. The sweaters, hockey, we were talking about this the other day. Hockey sweaters are hard to make, right? It's not like jerseys and things like that for other sports. I think there's one factory outside of Montreal. I've been in pro hockey for 33 years. I think the same factory outside of Montreal makes everybody's, pro level sweaters. So they'll be coming in September, but if you want to get on a list, just there's a way to sign up for an email list where as soon as they're available, it'll come right out to you.
Are we ready for blues hockey again? Aren't we?
I like the fact that we have to wait 2 months to see these dudes, and it is like torture almost.
It's 105 degrees out, Donnie. For God's sakes! I mean, is this hockey weather?
You know what? It can be when we got sweaters that look like that, and a team that's as good as we are.
Yeah.
Also, too, a little bit of a shameless self-promotion. We have Brenda and Chappie on the new episode of the Last Minute Blues podcast that's out right now, and we go pretty deep into all of these sorts of things with the uniform. Sweet. So if you want a little bit more, like sort of depth and detail, give a listen, give a watch.
Nice.
Well, congratulations. This is fantastic.
They look great.
Remixed, remastered, reborn branding for your St. Louis Blues. And just so you know, if you're a family who's involved in youth hockey, this man right here is the guy who founded the Blue Note Cup.
Oh, who told you that?
Oh, I know things.
And the Blue Note Cup is is part of like this unbelievably tiered youth system that is in St. Louis now, right? Like with all of these kids that are playing hockey now, which is freaking amazing.
Well, I will tell you this. It is actually one of my favorite things every year to go out and watch. And it started because my kid played.
Yeah.
And when you remember, like, he won, and I'm like, he got a T-shirt and a medal. I'm like, what is that about? Like, he just won the, I'm sorry, they didn't win. They lost, and the other team was celebrating, and they got a T-shirt and a medal. And I'm like, let's get him a cup. And so now I think there's 23 different divisions. They all have their own cups.
That's awesome.
Wow.
When the kids win, they get the team gets to take the cup for a year.
Yeah,
we
it's
encourage
amazing.
them to have a part. Like, if the kids have it for a day. Just
And
like
there's
the
so
players
many
do.
hockey organizations in the area. My kid plays for Chesterfield, and it's such a big deal to have that Blue Note Cup, no matter what division it is, in your building.
Yeah.
Do they drink Gatorade out of
I was
it,
gonna
or
say,
what?
they fill up their parents' pools and drink Hawaiian punch out of it.
We've seen the kids drinking one thing. We've seen the coaches drinking something
Right on.
else.
It's a big deal, and these kids all year play for that.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Wow, that's so cool.
It is. I swear, people. Even if you don't have a kid in hockey, you should go out to Centene during the Blue Note Cup and watch one team win. I mean, it will just warm your heart to watch these kids throwing their sticks in the air.
Also, the fact that the kids get to play on the big rink, especially the younger kids,
That's
they
right.
get to play on the big rink with the big scoreboard, the announcers, and I remember my son first played it. He goes, I think they do the anthem before the game.
That's so
He goes,
awesome,
that's
man.
a big deal.
Yeah.
When the kids line up for the anthem.
And also, just as a guy that's lived here my entire life, and Moon, you could probably speak to this as well, and Rafe maybe as well, but like the advance of hockey in our town in 20 to 25 years has been staggering.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I can't wait to see where it's going to go from here.
Well, Chappie, how many new sheets are being built in the area?
Well, I mean, at one point we were so short that we were using Enterprise Center for kids to skate. I want to say we're up to close to 30, if you include Southern Illinois, which we do. 35% of our fan base is in Southern Illinois. So if you include Southern Illinois, I think we're close to 30 rinks now and growing.
My goodness.
And growing.
And Lindenwood, a D1 hockey program. Maryville trying to become a D1 hockey program. This is a hocky town. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
And the Blues are a huge partner with all these different
So
organizations, and it's almost unlike any other city in this country when it comes to youth hockey and the actual NHL team being partners and everything.
Riz, I moved here 10 years ago. I grew up just south of Boston. When I got here, I think I'd spent a total of 7 days in St. Louis in my life. I was blown away by the youth hockey, the alumni, the presence of hockey in this city. It's really unbelievable.
We might actually bleed blue. I mean, honestly, I might. I don't
You
know.
definitely
but
do.
Somebody
I very
cut
well
this man.
could.
Bleed St. Louis blue.
You want me to cut the big gun?
Yeah, cut the
be
big
careful.
gun. All right, listen, make sure you check out the Last Minute Blues podcast. And, Chappie, you're going to be on there talking all about the new remix, remastered, reborn branding for the Blues.
And one last thing, like a week ago, somebody popped in and were showing us our promo items for next year. Where do you guys see what they got planned for the Rizzuto night?
So excited.
Which is your
Finally got Patricia's involved.
Yes.
I knew the time had come.
Which is your biggest promo night of the year? Am I right?
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Heck yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Appreciate
and
you guys.
thanks for letting us do what we do with you guys. It really is. Every time we go down there
So
and
much
have
fun.
our Riz show night, I have to pinch myself.
We love it.
'Cause I cannot believe I'm involved.
Yeah, and thank you for the season tickets and the suite that
Yep.
you've now.
Yeah, that was very
For the
That's amazing.
2025-26 season. All right. Make sure you check out the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Center. The Club of the Day brought to you by Michaels. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, which is Jenny Gard from Warrenton.
Yeah,